The world always changes, but one thing is still the same. Even the strongest pass through Oz Gate. So when you fight, fight with honor, because cowards die forgotten, and we wait for you. On the other side.
When will you pass through?
Hello! And welcome to Shadows of Archonia, our weekly Worlds Without Number live stream campaign. My name is Steve Boshier.
Hi, Steve Boshier.
I will be your game master for the evening.
And my name is Alan. I'll be playing Eddie Bones. He is... werewolf?
The healer.
He does need the script.
Healer.
Hello, I'm Yuri, and I am playing Sally. Oh, Captain Sally, One-Eye the Warrior.
Captain.
Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm Maxwell, and I play Captain.
Acting temporary.
Captain Eric Agier.
I'm gonna blow your ship to pieces.
Literally not even a crew member.
The accursed necromancer. I have 5 crewmates. Thank you very much.
I am Matt, and I'm playing Renly Trufane, the wizard, and I am not a crew member, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I've signed the charter, but I'm not really, like...
And we're all liars.
At heart, you're not, but legally you are.
Legally, I am.
But it's not his real name.
I'm the ship's wizard.
Yeah.
You don't know that. Yes, actually, never
Yeah,
mind.
she does.
This is the content warning.
Got it.
Shadows of Archonia is a dark fantasy show intended for adults. We are not intentionally vile, and it is improv, role play, so we don't know exactly what we're going to say, but you can generally expect
It's
violence.
what my character would say.
Yeah, you can generally expect violence, sometimes gory violence, sexual situations, general
enough,
intense scenarios, horror
she
scenarios.
We need more sexual encounters.
A lot of assholes,
What's
mouthing
my
off during the
exert
credits, and you know whatever else.
I
So
have plus
if
one to
you'd rather have a happy-go-lucky, kid-friendly show, go somewhere else. You will be missed, but you will be better off.
Oh,
See, we're already thrown off. You do need the script.
By that long intro. Just like Steve said, we're playing a really cool campaign. It's been like 2 weeks since I read this.
Yeah, you're not reading it now. It doesn't say that.
Oh no, I was reading Steve's, that's why.
Nothing on here says really cool.
It should, more often.
I'm Maxwell.
We're playing in Worlds Without Number by Kevin Crawford of Sign Nominate Publishing.
Woo!
Yeah.
We did it.
Did it. And the music in our intro is Prepare for Battle by Digital Daydream
It's the change of the season.
and Skullbreaker by Fir Tree Audio. Both songs are licensed through motionarray.com.
Yep. Also, every other song you'll hear throughout the night, which weren't in the stream when I wrote the credits.
Mm-hmm. Go for it, Steve.
Many of the digital assets in the intro are licensed from other sources, but the character artwork was done in Dad's studio by yours truly. You can see the character art in front of our players over there. I am a digital 3D character artist, so if you would like your character or your party rendered in my style, hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, where I am Mighty Works Character Portraits, or on ArtStation under my real name, Steve Boshier.
The voices you heard in the intro were none other than Joshua and Carolyn, our long-lost friends.
Rest in peace, y'all. Rest in peace.
Also, please put in the comments that my credit should go after the music credit.
I don't know why this is a thing. What is happening?
All right, it's my turn. Matt should go after the music. If you like our stream and want to hang out with us more, join our Discord. We talk about games and whatever else. Just come chat with us.
Talk about cool role-playing.
Cool role-playing games. Let's go.
Anime, life, all kinds of things.
Furry stuff.
Furry stuff.
I have that channel muted. I was surprised how many people are in there. I went and swung through there.
I have no stake in voice-over order. So, if you really like our stream, visit our merch store at shadowsofarconia.com, where you can order t-shirts and sweatshirts featuring your favorite Archonia characters.
Anybody wearing
There are a lot of Campaign 1 characters, and Campaign 2 should be coming soon. We keep saying that, but it's true.
It's episode 15. We got to get some catchphrases.
We gotta get a
going.
plush of
We're
egg
getting them.
to sell.
They're coming along.
Imagine an egg plush.
Yeah, egg plush would be awesome.
That would be so cute.
Little wizard hat.
That would be
I can do
so
plushes
adorable.
on Teespring. I'll look at it. I'll look into it.
If you're watching this on Twitch, we have a YouTube channel. So much content on that YouTube channel.
It's true.
So much.
I think
So
we
much.
passed 200 videos. I don't know.
200? Oh, way more than that.
300 videos.
I don't have a count of the videos, but it's a lot.
10 videos.
100 videos.
It's really
More than 10 less
It's
than
really
that.
amazing the amount of work Steve has put into this channel, and we should applaud
And
him.
you guys, especially these two since day one.
Yeah. So please go check out that YouTube channel, subscribe, and please comment on videos. I'll say them live.
Oh boy, you're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, I'll say them live.
But make them appropriate.
Yeah, we reserve the right. No, Matt reserves the right to veto any comments we don't want Alan to say. That way, I won't get blamed for it.
If you message me on Patreon, I'll say it to you.
Oh my gosh.
Message on Patreon. We have a Patreon now.
Yeah.
As of yesterday, we have a Patreon, and thank you to our Patreon supporter.
So far.
We really appreciate it. If we start getting some Patreon funds coming in, it's going to really improve the quality of our content.
We should
As
definitely
you-
read off their names if they're very high tiers.
Maybe that will be an optional reward. I have not cleared that with the person who is supporting us, so that's why I'm not saying so yet. But I do know who it is.
Thanks, Mia.
It's not me. And don't guess everyone else we know either.
Thanks, sign nominee.
Yep, it's him. If you're not aware, we do have a whole other stream on this channel. Over on Monday nights at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we play Tales from the Backlog, which is our show where we try out lots of different games. We have a rotating cast of players, tons of games there. I looked earlier; it's over 50 different games that we have played on this channel. And often it's one shots. We're expanding that to be more frequently like 2 and 3 shots. This coming Monday, in 3 days, we have a special guest, Wylock of Wylock's Crafting Tutorials, is going to be playtesting Neon Skies with us on that, and this will be a one-shot on this Monday. So we're looking forward to that. We have actually 5 players signed up for that because Wylock brings in the crowd. And then following that, we'll be right back in
To Beyond, the Obsidian Veil, the official episode 1 of a 3-parter. Episode 1 of Sails and Shadows. Very, very excited. We have our returning players coming back. Mia, Meredith, and yourselves.
I'm just there to earn coins.
It's gonna be great. I'm very excited about it.
I spoke with Mia and Meredith about this. I don't think it came up with you two guys, but I did notice the name tags when I was setting up for that game last time. They say Max, Matt, Mia, Meredith, and Steve.
Mm-hmm. Almost.
Change your name.
It's always me. My name is Meave.
I need to get some meat after this.
Well, that's it for our business. Let's get to the play. So, when last we left these lunatics, first of all, let me get...
we were right here.
Music
We resemble that remark.
right here. So, in the deep fog and the dark night, you found a ship of the dead, aboard which you all had your minds taken, except for those of you who were frozen in a time bubble.
Or that just kept succeeding on their rolls. I don't know.
Yeah, you were in a bubble for most of those rolls.
I was trying so hard not to kill you, okay?
And likely would have eventually escaped, maybe, but when the master vampire in the ship's hold commanded Renly to say his true name, and the name was spoken in the hearing of only that vampire lord and Sally One-Eye, everything froze for a moment, and then a being you came to know as the multiversal avatar of might appeared, broke Eric free from his imprisonment, slew the vampire, and left, sending a powerful wizard back to speak with you all. Over the course of the ensuing conversation, Eddie Bones came to believe in the existence of fate and guiding hands on his destiny in the manner of someone who already believes it and just wants someone to say it to him. And Eric Agir, the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Leading to yet more fights between these two guys. But
Classic.
also, Sally One-Eye, in a moment of emotional vulnerability, was visited by her dog.
It's a very good dog.
The One-Eye,
The best.
Hound
Bestest
Archon
dog.
One-Eye, who came and also reported to all of you that an imposter was aboard your ship, the Venture. Took Eddie Bones to the Venture.
Talk about more fights.
Yeah. Eddie Bones and One-Eye sniffed out Freeboot Danish, whom Eddie immediately attacked and was therefore arrested by the rest of the crew.
Until I decreed the
law to fight on land. To fight on land. Long story short, Freeboot was eventually questioned, tried to kill Renly's fox, Egg. Nobody was in the room, so it is believed by everyone else that Renly was the target, but in fact the fox was the target. And then you guys beat him up, you knocked him out, you questioned him some more, and he killed himself. After which he turned back into his true form, that of a darling, a shape-shifting assassin in the service of the Maiden Queen of Death.
Did he say who he worked for?
No, but you guys know what a darling is according to lore. These are legendary creatures that serve the goddesses of death.
Are they more legendary than vampires and the other things we've fought so far?
I would think that depends and might vary from region to region. You're all from different places.
Fair.
But in general, a darling is a bedtime story. It's a boogeyman. And yet here is one.
If Throck was here, I know exactly what he would have said. Coward.
Okay.
But, yeah, the man, or whatever it is, lies dead at your feet in the great room of the Venture.
So who's in the room at this
Four
point?
of you, and in comes Venora, the bosun.
Venora, we seem to have a sudden death by suicide. And apparently Pete the helmsman is no longer Pete the helmsman. He was an imposter.
Freeboot.
Freeboot. Yes, Freeboot Pete. Or is it Willie?
It was never a Pete.
Was it
Yes.
really
I
that?
don't know who you know named Pete, but he's not in this game.
It was Danish, right?
Danish Danish. Sorry, I even have it written down
You're just
here.
renaming everybody. It's fine.
He said his name was Pete.
No, he
So-
did not.
I say to Sally, Sally, let it be known that I was right about this.
Venora is standing there looking at this dead darling in Freeboot Danish's clothes. And she says, "My God, it's true."
Yeah, I have not seen one myself either.
How long has he been this? Was there ever a real Freeboot Danish?
That is what we would all like to know.
Well, from my understanding of the law, they take over the bodies of people. So presumably there was a freeboot.
But when did he take over Freeboot? Was it at Zoltwarf or was it before that?
That's the question.
While they're talking, I'm gonna start rummaging through the body without even saying anything. I just start digging around looking for anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm like,
No
Eric,
dice required.
do you have any
Well, it's good anyway.
special expertise in this matter that we might further question this individual?
Actually, I can cast 2 spells per day.
Can you?
No, I raise them and then I terrible liveliness them. So give me a day and I can speak with Freeboot.
The imposter.
You want us to keep the body, Captain?
Yes.
For just another day until we can confirm more questions, because we are not quite sure what he was doing on our ship.
Buck Slater, the gunner of the Venture.
And the coolest name on the ship.
Buck Slater. Yeah, he moonlights as a porn star. Comes in the room, looks down and says, "Captain, we aim to be pirating on this ship."
We are, and we have cargo on the next ship to look over.
Well, if you really want to pirate, seems to me what we should do with the corpse of a darling,
You're right. We should sell it.
we should hang it up where everyone can see it.
The dead deserve the proper respect.
But they
There should
all
be a burial.
This isn't a man, this is a monster. He came here to kill you.
I'm still just rummaging.
All you find is what Freeboot Danish probably owned. You find like
Like a dagger.
like a dagger, some ship's biscuits that he stowed away in his pockets, like pieces of paper he was learning to read from, maps.
When I don't find anything, I just angrily punch his chest once. Just ugh!
Renly,
That's right.
I think that's enough. It's already dead.
He knew
Why does the Queen of Death want you dead?
I would have liked to know that.
And we will get those answers in the morning.
I like your idea, but we're going to see if we could preserve the body a little bit better and then maybe display him for the rest of the crew to do whatever they want.
There's not going to be a burial?
Burial at sea is typical.
Good. Not hanging him up.
But we want the crew.
Put him on the bowsprit as a figurehead. Can you guys magic him so he doesn't rot? The Queens of Death themselves sent someone after us, and now he's dead.
And
We should have people knowing that about us.
death should be respected. And what's going to be happening on the charter is those people that were dead there will get their proper burial.
Lenora says,
That's very ironic coming from you, friend.
Mr. Slater, leave us. And then he does. And she says to you, Captain, he makes a point. If we're going to be attacking and raiding, we would do well to have fear on our side.
Until we roll up to a dock and every darling, however many exist, see that, and decide we are an enemy.
Exactly.
He has a good point.
You're already an enemy of the Darlings.
But how long did it take this darling to find him?
These are all questions, again, that can be answered in the morning.
And just because we hang him up there doesn't mean we have to leave him there. We can put him there before we attack and then take him down.
Like a flag?
Our flag means death.
I've heard about that theater show. It's brilliant. Brilliant.
The troop is amazing.
Wait, actually, how does the flag look like right now?
The flag? We have multiple different flags
We
running.
haven't made our own though, right?
Yeah, you guys don't have your own flag. You have flags, as Sally said. The ship possesses flags from everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a common thing to fly a false flag. That's where that expression comes from.
All right, well, before someone takes the body, or Eddie's going to come down to the body, and he's going to cut off a lock of hair from the darling
Okay.
and pocket it.
The hair is kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? When something is shiny but it changes color.
Translucent. Changes color. Prismatic.
Not the word I was looking for, but good enough. It's
that
like
word.
dark black, bluish, sometimes red in a different light. It's really weird. It almost appears metallic.
I'm gonna turn to you.
Iridescent. That's the word I was looking for.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna turn to you. Find out what you can as soon as you can.
Yeah.
And then
Okay. I hold the urge to be annoyed at somebody giving me orders, specifically Renly in the way that he did. But I nod.
and then I'm gonna walk out the door. And that's when you notice that Egg, who's been like in the corner, like tucked in the corner, follows me out.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
I don't know. You're closer to him than I am.
We went through a very trying time with Vlad.
I'm hoping.
Don't hang up that body. I'm gonna go talk to Renly.
I'm going to talk to Sally. Sally, I'm really hoping the next week or so we don't encounter any more supernatural beings or stuff like that.
Don't
Because-
say that you're going to curse us.
Because I'm just saying, I've been writing down my journal, a lot of things in here, and the thing I crossed a couple of times is this destiny thing. What do you think?
Well, I do believe in destiny of a sort and that we're all destined to die. But other than that, fate is what we make.
I mean, sure, but so far this fate has given you this crew,
That's from Terminator 2.
another ship, 2 wizards, a wolfman, and encountered vampires,
A
deep
wolf
ones.
man that made me known to the 3 sisters, in which we are probably going to be in much, much trouble.
We got some time.
But seeing as Renly is obviously the target of the 3 sisters anyway, what does it matter?
I mean, people want you dead too.
Well, yeah, but that's for the usual shenanigans. I mean, I had no truck with the spiritual that way.
I mean, our bounties can only go up, right?
Or it could go down.
Are you guys aside having this conversation? Or you-
Yeah, no, I'm just talking to her privately, yeah.
Okay.
He's a darling.
I'm just,
But you do have a point. We have seen some very mythical beings, you being one of them.
this all can't be by chance, right?
I don't know.
You can only roll, you can only get tails so many times when you flip a coin.
Well, then that's definitely a sign of someone cheating.
Exactly.
I don't know, Eddie. I'm more of a wait and see. You know, all of this hoodoo, voodoo, gods and spiritual beings and magic coming down.
We spoke to 2 of them.
I know, I'm trying to forget that.
Actually, 3 if you count that thing we met on the island.
Yeah, and that vampire. Gosh, what a difference
2
that
vampires.
That vampire was most terrible.
All I'm saying is, if this is any indication of what's to come, we have to be ready.
Ready for what?
For the worst. Because the way destiny works, it can only get worse.
You said it could only go up.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What?
Eddie, I'm too tired for this.
Destiny.
I pull out the door like, Venora, please set a watch on this body. We'll discuss on what to do further tomorrow. After our wizardly friends have maybe a chance to preserve its body a little bit
And
more.
rest up.
And rest up.
Okay, so Venora summons a couple of crew members to take the body down to the hold. Anything either of you are going to do to preserve it? Hey, Deltron, welcome.
Hey, Deltron.
I already left the room.
I mean, I've got nothing to. Actually, I probably have something to preserve, but I'm not thinking about that. What's a day? What's a day?
Salt barrel.
I can still talk to it. Anyway, I race after you.
Where did you go?
I feel like I guess I would have just gone straight to the farthest point of the ship that I can get away from all of that.
Okay.
So I guess
the
bow.
cabin quarter.
Oh, the cat. Oh, we were already in the front.
You're in the front. So
Okay, so cabin.
basically going to the back.
Brenly, I shut the door behind us. You want to tell me what's going on? I mean, I've seen you act weird before, but usually you have a cooler head to you, so I'm a little thrown off. What is going on?
Years of pent-up anger, but he's like visibly trying to like keep himself calm right now. Like he's like really holding back. I think I truly have put you in more danger than I've taken you out of.
The decision to leave was mine. You helped me. You didn't put me in danger. Danger was already there. I'm not following.
I'm saying you probably would have been safer on your own after you left. After we got you out.
Please, don't say that.
It's not... I thought I was going to have more time. I did not know that I was already on their target.
The wizards are following you? Or are you... Oh, the council.
The darlings.
The darlings.
And the wizards and the council.
What? You haven't really told me a lot of what's going on. I'm not a fucking idiot. I know there's things going on. I can see that. You're being targeted. It's not... What the fuck? Just what is going on?
I really pissed off the Three Sisters. Particularly one of them. A long time ago. And... how do I put this nicely? I want to destroy them. And they want to stop me.
Is this all like a metaphor? We're talking about beings that are obviously philosophical in nature, so we can't really destroy philosophy.
I think up to this point he hasn't really been looking at you, and he's going to look at you finally. And a long time ago, I was probably as powerful as that wizard we met today. I did something stupid, and I tried to take down somebody way more powerful than us. And for that, I was cursed to, very long story short, start over.
starting over isn't bad. Gives more opportunities for change.
Not when you know everything you need to change, but you have lost all the power to do it. I have a lot of secrets, and I don't feel comfortable telling anyone them. I trust you, but it's not safe to have a lot of this information for you.
I'm really sick and tired of people deciding the information that I should and shouldn't have. My dad should have told me what the fuck was going on with the wizards. I still don't fucking know. You're not telling me. And apparently, the wizards didn't give me those powers. Some fucking asshole squid monster did.
Yeah. It's been sort of added to my list as well.
To destroy?
Sure.
I can get
metaphorically.
I can get behind that. Because fuck what he did to me. I don't want to do what I do, but apparently I don't have...
Honestly, it's probably keeping you alive right now, and I, in a weird way, am grateful for that. I just hate when people meddle in other people's lives, especially when beings of higher power dictate what we can and cannot do. Or when one of them feels like going for a stroll and stomps out of a village, you know, like that powerlessness is what I loathe, and I felt that again today.
Don't you think? And now, I'm not disagreeing with you. I don't agree with things meddling with lives. I didn't particularly like the sermons during at the temple when they would say, you know, we're all destined to die, and the Eteali have already set our death. It's already pre-planned. I was never a big fan of that. However, don't you think in destroying them, completely wiping out a philosophy, gods, sure, don't you think that's also messing with people's lives? You're deciding that chaos should reign, that they shouldn't exist?
Before you answer that, I'd like Eric to roll a convince check.
Ooh, that's right. I'm good at this.
Mm-hmm.
11.
Remember, this is a 2d6 skill system. You decide what an 11 does to you.
11's pretty good. You do see him, like his shoulders relax a little. I don't know. I feel like a lot of things I've seen, it really feels like chaos might be better, but you do give me some more things to think about.
I'm with you either way. I'm with you. I owe you my life for saving me back at Low Light.
Now, hopefully I don't get you killed in the process.
Even if it does. That's destiny, right? I know, it's laughable. I really hate when Eddie says it. I'm saying more sarcastically.
Yeah, I got that.
Thanks.
I'm going to tell you something real quick, and then we can go back about our business as I'm still bleeding from bite marks and shit.
I try to patch her up as best as possible. We're in the quarters.
This is between us because I know someone else on the ship now knows this information, and I want you to hear it from me. My real name is Asaria's true name.
You're pulling my leg because I took my friend's and my mom's maiden name?
Renly is a name I took from a family that protected me a long time ago. So, very similar story,
Oh.
in a way.
Oh, okay.
I may just have to...
Asarius?
Yes, Asarius. I may have to change my name again now that they have found me. But we'll worry about that later.
Your name's not Renly.
No.
Do you prefer Asarius?
I do. I think for safety, though, you should continue to use Renly.
Okay.
That name might bring trouble or gods, apparently.
Well, insofar as you keeping my name safe, I will keep yours safe.
Very well. We have a deal.
Thank you.
Eric, at this point, do you leave Renly?
Yeah.
When you exit this conversation, just thinking back over it in your head, for reasons you cannot put your finger on, you begin to feel a slowly growing and intense, cold, gripping terror. There is something about the conversation that you just had that terrifies you, personally.
Yeah. Leaving the conversation in the quarters, closing the door, I just like press my back to it and just don't let this be the end of his service. I don't know who I'm praying to, but don't let this be the end of his service or mine. Okay.
You hear a sound, music, coming from nearby. Opening your eyes, you see the Master at Arms, Slug Smith,
Oh, hello.
playing a harmonica by himself on the lower deck. Oh, hey there.
Hi. Nice little tune you got going on.
Thanks. Yeah, I hope you don't mind. I do. Oh, by the way, for telling Eric the truth, or part of it. Yeah. Hope you don't mind. I do this when I get confused and can't figure anything out.
It's a good little meditation.
I thought so.
I go down to meet him and sit by him.
My mother used to tell me that music is what gives life meaning and what helps us figure out which way our hearts are pointed.
It's a nice philosophy.
Mine's usually pointing towards killing and stealing, but hey, sometimes the music talks me out of it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I never met my mom, but she probably would have had a similar story.
You don't know your mother?
No. I mean, I the Aegir name is apparently popular over in the East.
Yeah, I've heard of the Aegirs. Merchant family, yeah.
Yeah,
Big one.
I think so, maybe.
You don't know your family?
Not the Aegirs. I only know from my dad's side.
Oh, Aegir's not your dad's name.
No, he took the Aegir name when they eloped. If they eloped? I don't know if they eloped. Doesn't matter. I'm just babbling right now. I'm sorry, I'm a little
What do you
shaken
do
by
to-
a conversation.
What do you do to calm yourself down?
Oh, that's a good question. I had a friend back home. His words calm me down. He calmed me down. Anytime I got frightened, or there were things going on at home that I couldn't understand or just bear, I would always meet him and he'd rest his head on my shoulder.
No, that kind of friend.
No, it was nothing.
Oh,
It
it's
was
all
nothing
right.
like that. No, it was nothing. It was nothing like that. Yeah, his words, they calmed me down.
What did he say?
Life will always be messy. You can't let that messiness determine your path. You can't let it win. Because when the world feels too heavy on your shoulders, just remember what home is.
When do you think was the last time Eric or Anin thought about those words?
Been at least a week through all the craziness.
Okay.
Or actually, probably longer, because it's all been crazy. It's been a while.
The slug. Life's always messy, especially for people in our line of work. Here's what I know about you. You push back when you get pushed. We've all seen it. You also tend to push back when you only think you've been pushed. Maybe you should learn to only push when you have to. Because if you are always pushing, always fighting against everyone and everything, isn't that letting the messiness win? That's not making a choice, that's just doing the same thing all the time.
I suppose my dad's voice has been ringing louder and louder. His is usually the one that tells me to push. Because if I'm not pushing, then what am I? I'm just stomping grounds for other people.
He holds up the harmonica. You want to give it a try?
Yeah.
Come on, blow it. Roll me a perform check. You think that Anin has ever played a harmonica before?
Eric's.
Okay. Roll me a perform check.
Not very good. That's a 7.
I'm just kidding. Okay.
I'm gonna spend 10 to automatically succeed.
Did you wipe the saliva off the harmonica
No.
first?
Just straight syphilis.
So here's the thing about playing the harmonica in this moment when you're scared to death of you don't know what and trying to calm down and thinking about Eric. You play a melody so beautiful that Slug Smith begins crying. You have no idea how you have done this.
I know it's not that good, so sorry.
Where did you learn to play?
I didn't. I mess around every now and again. Just it's nothing.
That wasn't messing around. It was like you were made for it. And now, before we cut away from here to these two, I will ask you yet again to roll a magic check versus a prey check.
Okay. Well, one of them automatically succeeded with 2 6s, and that's my magic, which is 12, 13, 14, 15 versus my prey, which is 8, 9.
Forget the harmonica. Never pick it up again. Never go near any musical instruments. Never pick up a pencil and draw a picture. Never write a book. Never do these things. It's extremely important.
I'm okay without the harmonica. Thank you, though.
He's just dumbfounded. He can't believe what just happened. And
I leave the harmonica and just walk away.
you feel your mind redirecting your thoughts away from what just happened so that you will not think of it anymore. Eddie Bones.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you at right now?
Well, after I talked to Sally, I kind of went back to my quarters, and Eddie is super excited. He went back to his quarters. He's like,
Tail wagging.
he's like, he's looking around the room, and he's just like doing this to himself, and he's like, wow, it really does mean something. All this means something. And he's like, and then he starts looking up, and he starts saying, I knew you were real. And
Who are you addressing? Nakashi?
Nakashi, yeah. It's like, and he actually he starts praying right away. He starts praying to Nakashi, and he just says, I knew you were real, and I can't wait for us to talk one day. I don't know when, but I know it's going to happen.
How about now?
Do I hear a voice, or? Oh my god.
In the room with you.
God.
Wait, okay. First, he looks around to make sure it's not just a random person.
I think
There is a woman leaning. What room did you go to, by the way? We didn't really. Just like old.
So if you see over here, it's probably.
Okay, so that's actually like the infirmary. So there's nobody hurt right now. So you can be in
I mean, there's a lot of people hurt right now.
you should change to the priest class.
Maybe. But we're in this room alone.
Yeah. So she's there, just sort of leaning against the bulkhead.
Please tell me, describe her, please.
She looks
Is she
like
hot?
what? She looks like a human woman. She looks. She's not wearing anything particularly fancy. She's wearing like a peasant's dress, and she's leaning against the bulkhead.
Eddie kind of goes down to his knees and he says, Is this really you?
Really, who?
Nakashi.
Yeah, that's me.
Did you hear my prayer?
Yeah, most of them.
Oh. Okay, please do not leave like just out of nowhere. I would love to talk to you for a little bit.
Okay, for real, though, like leaving out of nowhere is sometimes part of the job description, but I'm going to hang out as long as I can.
All right, Eddie kind of sits down on the bed and he composes himself.
Eddie, I know you've had a hard go of it. You're doing better than most people said you would.
Eddie just starts crying. And he's just like, oh, thanks.
I had to come tell you that because you're going to need to know it soon.
Know what?
That I'm not mad at you.
Oh, thank God. I mean, thank you. So,
You get, not to be obvious and weird, but you get 3 questions.
Eddie kind of puts his hands together like this for a second, and he's smiling and like jittering like a little kid, and he's just like, is there a reason why I have this curse?
What you really want to know is, were you chosen by a higher power? Specifically for this? No. But that doesn't mean that there's no reason. Here's the thing, Eddie Bones. Those who say that everything happens for a reason are right. But that doesn't mean that everything happens for a good reason. The reason that you have these powers is that you were bit by a werewolf. That's a reason. What you choose to do with these powers, that's your reason.
That's good. Okay. He thinks for a little bit longer before he asks his next question. He says, will I have to... Well, this curse, will I have to do something to get rid of it?
If getting rid of it is your desire, then it will be a difficult task to accomplish. You are not required to do anything.
Okay. Okay, one more big question. This healing of mine, will I ever be able to get the power to bring back someone from the dead?
No.
And is that because you don't want me to?
I don't really run that department.
Oh, so you know of, what's her name?
You gotta talk
The,
to
the,
HR.
the undead, the Queen of Undead.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. They're older than most of us, especially the old one. And there's 3 of them. So, you know, outnumbered.
Okay.
That's your 3 questions, Eddie.
Can you just not leave so quickly? I just really want to... He's gonna frantically pick up something. He's like, I just want to... Can I just like draw you real quick? Just give me like 10 minutes.
I can't stay 10 minutes.
5 minutes?
Can I draw you like one of my French girls?
I'll stay as long as I can, Eddie.
I hear another
Right.
patron.
So Eddie starts to draw.
I want you to know that I appreciate all that you've done in my name. There are those who would be suffering more than they are, or perhaps even lost, if you hadn't been there. And I know that it's hard for you because your heart is to heal, but your new nature is to hurt.
Eddie's crying as he's drawing. He's
You are responsible for your choices, not for the choices thrust upon you. Your actions are only truly your own when your mind is your own.
Again, he's still crying.
But Eddie, the people who say that you are a murderous monster are not entirely unjustified. And they will come for you. And when they do, I want you to remember what I said. It's not because I'm mad at you.
Damn. Eddie puts his arms out for a hug.
She will hug you and then dissipate.
Oh, how far did I get in the drawing?
At least one of us is
It's
having a
finished.
good day.
Holy cow.
You don't remember it.
I finished it, but I don't remember finishing it.
You only put like a few lines on the paper, but when she's gone, you look down and the whole picture is finished.
Oh, okay.
And it winks. Gems.
Immediately, Eddie like puts the drawing in his journal, and he like cuts out a few pages to center it into it, and then he puts it next to his bed, and then he just lays there kind of looking at the ceiling, and he's just warrior of destiny.
Warrior of Destiny. Sally One Eye, where did you go after your conversation with Eddie Bones?
I want to check the status of the ship and transfer of cargo between the charter. If there's any extra edibles in there that we could transfer over to our ship.
You can replenish your stores for sure.
Especially indica.
Yeah. Eric's zombie crew, with the appearance of life.
They're mindlessly doing tasks as I ordered them to.
Yeah, now, do you send them to throw the rest of the corpses overboard?
That is one of the tasks, yes.
Okay. So they, if you have told them to, they will take Sally's orders.
I have.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Sally, what do you want to do with the cargo? You want to transfer it all to the Venture?
No, we'll have to leave some for Eric because he's still human.
He is still human.
And we have to make it look like, because the crew don't
It
know
has
that
to
they're
look like
zombies,
you're
right?
feeding the zombies.
So we want to leave enough for the zombies. And I just look at them, I'm like, do you really want to be a zombie? Is he controlling you?
You're speaking to Godric right now.
I'm like, do I know his name's Godric?
No.
I'm like, are you being mind controlled? Because I know how that feels. And it sucks.
What?
Is there anybody in your brain?
Uh,
Is there anybody home?
I'm not home. I'm at work.
Continue on.
Okay.
So after checking that, I want to check on Renly because I think both of us probably got the worst effects of the mind control.
Okay.
Yeah.
You come into your cabin?
Are you in my cabin?
That's where I am.
So yes, I go to my cabin, I knock on the door.
Who is it?
It's me.
This is your cabin. You can come in.
Go in.
I'm decent.
I wouldn't have noticed.
You see me just laying on the floor, like
Fuck me.
sprawled out, just button. I'm playing with my flute.
I'm like, I wish I had
Yeah,
two
you
eye
are.
patches.
Yeah, you're playing with your flute?
I'm playing with my flute. It's terrible. I stopped for a second. I have a question for you, actually. When I was examining the body of the darling, was there any scars or marks on the skin at all? Or was it like, was he just pure?
You didn't take his clothes off or anything, but you didn't see any such things.
Okay. So I'm gonna start immediately. Like, we need to figure out a way to make sure our crew remains our crew. Some password or something. Or I noticed the body didn't have any marks. We might have to scar everyone. Or tattoo them.
Crew
Maybe that's nicer.
But he looked exactly like
I'm totally deflecting this conversation, by the way.
Reboot Danish.
He looked exactly like Freeboot Danish, not Freeboot Pete.
Danish.
Danish.
You've said Danish every week.
We really want Danish.
This is your fault for picking a hard name.
Danish.
You know, Sally speaks with an
Danish.
accent.
It's a 2-syllable name. Danish.
I don't know if it'll work, but I feel like we need to do something. We can't let this happen again.
Yeah, I don't know, because he had Freeboot's exact mannerisms, and so I think we could all get tattoos. Ship tattoos.
Friday the 13th?
And you're right, some sort of passcode. And along that, is there anything we can do about mind control? I really did not like that.
You hear a voice in your head saying, yeah, is there?
Ignore it. I'm gonna have to add that to the long list of things I need to work on. So starting with this gold, if it's as much as it sounds like it is, I need to convert a room in the other ship to a lab, and I need to start developing some magic as soon as possible.
Well, we better hope there's a lot of gold on the island.
Are you just looking down at me, just laying on the floor?
Yes, and I'm wondering why you're butt naked.
I'm not butt naked.
It was a joke. Hey, Joshua!
Hey, Joshua.
Go in the chat.
Go.
At this time, I do put down my flute, and I'm just looking up at you, finally.
Oh. So I'm like, that was...
Get your minds out of the gutter!
What? He was just playing with his flute. It's
That's
fine.
my shirt. I was just playing with my flute.
And next you're going to say you're playing with your egg. Eggs?
Oh, God. All right. Serious moments. I forgot what I was going to say now. I know you heard my name.
Yeah, I sure did. I was wondering about that, but wasn't sure if I should ask you about it. Seeing as we all seen Eddie Bones was Eddie Jones for a while, and I'm pretty sure Eric is running away from something. Are you running away from something too?
No one on the sea isn't running from something.
We're all running from... Well, I would say we're running from or to destiny is probably what Eddie would say.
Eddie. Bless his heart. I'm gonna sit up. On a serious note, though, I feel like we're starting to build something between us, and
I hand you some rum.
thank you. It's
Sorry, I don't have any beer in the cabin.
I'm way too sober for this right now. Let's keep it positive. Don't ever use that name. Don't ever say it. Don't ever think it.
Yeah, it seemed to come with a lot of catches once that name was said, so...
Yeah. I have questions about that myself, so there's a lot of things I can't tell you because I don't know everything yet. That being said, let's just play it safe. We know that there are people after me, and
Yeah, about that. Seems like the three sisters really don't like you.
yeah, we don't get along. That's why I don't go into their churches. Just in case one of them decides to talk to me.
Yeah, and I always thought darlings were things of legend, but same with werewolves and vampires and...
There's a lot more that you have not seen yet.
I don't know how much this brain can handle, but I have to say the deep ones were a pretty cool one.
Awesome. I'm gonna stand up finally, starting with blood on the floor. Egg, come on. And then finally leave. Hey, actually on my way out. You're doing good. I've seen a lot of captains over the years, and you're stepping into it pretty well.
Thanks, True Fame.
Last name is the same, so that's fine.
You just blow up the ship.
So,
Sally, what do you do after he leaves?
I'm like, shoot, I just made Eric acting captain. I don't have anyone to scrub my floors.
Waiting for Mike.
Don't worry about me.
No, it's quite loud when you do that.
It's not if I do it quietly.
So after that, I go around the cabin, tidy up a little, and then I'm like, shoot, I probably should talk to Eric about last minute duties and about things on the charter and about raising, if he could even raise a darling, because I know you can raise humans, but darlings sure ain't human.
I'm on the other ship.
Are you already in? Okay.
You're sword practicing against a zombie?
No, just
Oh, I thought that's what you said.
just controlling.
Oh, okay.
You're doing your forms.
Just doing my forms. Getting more acquainted with them.
Okay. Yeah. What do you say to him?
I'm like, how you doing?
The sword recedes back to the dagger. I put it away. Fine.
It's good.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
You think you could handle the ship all by yourself? You sure I can't send over another crewman, an experienced one?
The
You already did.
Asia.
You sent 2 crewmen.
Yeah.
Ah,
So there's the 5 zombies and 2 actual people.
okay.
The Asia blood just courses through me.
Says the only player who turned down the free point in sail at the start of this campaign.
Yeah.
I appreciate your confidence so much, Azier. And I have to say thank you for all your help down there. Without you, I don't think we would have come out alive. So we're square, even though I still think you're a bit of an asshole at times.
I am. I'm gonna be honest. I've never actually commanded anything other than people to fetch me food and whatnot. So you have been very insightful when it comes to commanding. Don't worry, the charter will be in good hands. If I've learned anything from you in regards to leading and captaining a ship, we're gonna be okay. We're right beside you.
Yeah, and at least you know how to throw your shit over the edge of the...
Yes, absolutely. And now I have my own crew to help me out with that.
Yeah, your own shit shovelers. It's great. I'm sure you'll do great.
I will let that pass. I will let that pass for the fact that you have named me captain of the charter.
Acting captain. We'll see how it goes.
It'll go great.
You were a good sport with all the chores we've been making you do all this time, so I think you deserve the temporary promotion. Maybe it'll be a complete one. Just don't run away with the ship or we'll blast you to pieces. But
Where is this hostility coming from?
Back on the other ship, you hear two of the crewmen. You probably Eddie hears them. Oh, sure would be nice if she put an actual sailor in charge of that other ship.
I'm like, there's going to be a lot of doubts about you, especially since you didn't sign the charter yet.
It will be signed. It will be signed, specifically now that we need to keep the farce up about the people here, so they also need to sign it.
Question about the darling though. Would you be able to resurrect them?
Resurrect? Yes, I would need to put one of these, one of the sailors to rest. I would not want to do that, but if I do raise them up, they're not going to be, well, I don't think they're going to be, able to converse and act like they were. They're not going to have the same mind as the person that we're trying to raise.
But you did question that skull back in Crystal Shore.
Were you there for that? I actually don't know if you were there for that.
I think-
Anyway,
Yeah,
anyway.
you did it a couple times.
I did do it a couple times.
I mean, you had your little private
Yeah.
moment with the skull, but
Yes, I can talk to the school. I think it's just the one time. So we can try it out.
the only thing is, I mean, my questions would be is when did he transfer, become free root?
Here's my question though: is that question of great importance? Because we need to be careful with the question that we ask. If we ask something that's, I don't know, very vague, he'll just give us a vague answer. I wouldn't want that.
Well, part of it is I want to understand their abilities and how much they could transform. Do they get an image of who that person is? Do they know, like, say if we were to have passcodes amongst the crew in case we're infiltrated again, would they be able to figure out that knowledge? 2, if a person is scarred or tattooed, would that also transfer over when they become...
Maybe that should be the question.
So their abilities would be...
Yeah, the
maybe-
extent of their abilities
and their weaknesses.
And their weaknesses.
If they would answer. And I'm really interested in how many of them are after Renly. How many we could look forward to.
It's a brilliant one. I mean, yeah, I can try and ask those questions. I've only done it a couple of times, so. Oh, we get 5 questions.
And any other questions you think might be pertinent to the situation that we didn't get in the prior questioning?
True. All right. I mean, give me the night's rest, and I will figure it out in the morning.
All right, sounds good.
Arden, back to work.
Okay, boss.
All right. Did I do a good job?
The question, do they maintain their souls? Or is it just maybe like an image of their souls? Or...
This is what I'm trying to figure out by going to the temple, which we're going the opposite direction of. Let me tell you, I have no fucking idea.
Because it really makes me wonder, because the 3 sisters did not say very kind words about you, Eric.
Why wouldn't
They called you an abomination.
I don't know. I kind of think this is pretty abominable, to be honest.
That's why I'm worried. Why did they send the darling after Renly and not after someone they considered an abomination? Just a thought.
Hold on. How do you know that the 3 sisters said that about me?
Sister Nameless.
Okay, did Sister Nameless say that about me, or did the 3 sisters say that about me?
I'm not in personal contact with the 3 sisters, but Sister Nameless went into... I don't know. It looked like she was communing. Because we wanted to know when you were unconscious they could probably heal you or bring you back.
They wouldn't want to do that.
Well,
If my life is expired, my life is expired.
I was very convincing.
Oh.
I told her that yes, if your life is expired, it's expired, but it might not be expired at that moment. And if so, because everybody dies in their own time, at the right time, at the appointed time, and if it wasn't your appointed time, then what right do they have in trying to interfere with that appointed time? So,
Like
yes.
one of the sermons that... Sorry, that was actually pretty genius. I'm very impressed.
I have my moments.
That you do. Again, I don't know. I don't have those answers. That's why part of the temple, part of the reason we're trying to seek out the temple to figure that shit out and find a way to get rid of these powers for myself. Because I don't know, what I'm doing is kind of bad. Not gonna lie. I recognize that. But it's what we have, and it's in the situations that we're in. So for the betterment of our group, I will continue to do what I need to do.
Right. And I trust Renly will rein you in if you're
Why are you, I don't know, hesitant about my thing? Did you
feel
not?
a tap on your shoulder?
Yes.
It's Jules.
Oh, Jules, hello.
What do I do now?
All the bodies have been thrown overboard.
Not this one.
That one is A-okay, you're fine. If the ship is already clean enough, we need to make space down below for a magical office. It needs to be quite grand in appearance. It's for one of my friends, Renly. Tear down a couple of the walls, obviously make it so that it's supported, but we need it nice. I want it to be like a gift to him.
I understood everything up to we need space.
Right. Can you make the room or not? Make the room.
Make a room.
You might want to be careful. They might saw through the...
Shit. Yeah.
They
might need to
am a
punish.
sailor.
You are a sailor.
I can repair a leak. I can fix a mess.
Actually, yes. Use their strengths. It's part of captaining. Jules, Arden, Godric, Annika, and Ivan, come here for a second. And also the other crewmates. Yes, absolutely.
Johnny and Billy.
Johnny, Billy. So I don't know your particular skill sets, but if one of you was a carpenter or something where you can enlarge a room, we need those skills. My friend Renly, his birthday's coming up.
Annika raises her hand.
Annika.
You can't enlarge a room on the ship. The walls are load bearing.
Right. Is there something that we can do?
If you need a big room, just use the hold.
Oh, I guess that is true. Can you make it nice and pretty?
Nope.
Damn it.
You're doing great. You're doing great, Asia. Doing great.
Then never mind.
Sally, you know this is the kind of thing that a living sailor would usually lie or just be like, I can try.
I'm letting Eric handle it because he has to learn and experience and grow in his captaining.
All right, so you can continue managing this.
Yeah, I continue to manage it.
I go back to the adventure. I'm like, by the way, you might want to keep the two crewmen separated from. Do you have 4 zombies or 5? 5. You might want to keep them away from Jules, Auden, Godric, and Annika.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You two can take my quarters and sleep in there.
Can
Billy and...
You mean the quarters that were never yours and are now going to be ours?
Correct.
You got it, Captain.
Johnny and Billy, make sure the ship doesn't sink.
You got it, Captain.
I'm doing a good job.
Can I meet up with Sally in her quarters?
Well, Sally is not in her quarters at this time. Sally is at the charter,
Making her way back to the Venture.
making her way back to the Venture. It's now nighttime at this point, and you hear from up in the crow's nest, "Sail, sail ahoy!"
Oh boy.
Venora calls up. What do you see? Looks like a skiff. 2-4 men at the most.
Huh. Well, let them approach.
Venora said, I don't know how a ship that size got out this far.
Well, we're still bigger than the skiff, so
Well, yeah. They can't be carrying a cannon or anything.
they could be.
Decree of Lignis Disillusion, I think. Okay.
Eddie walks up as you get to having this conversation. What kind of boat is it?
It's a skiff. It's It's a small boat, usually no more than 4 to 10 people could be on it, but they could be survivors or...
And he starts smiling.
I got a question for you, Captain. You came on board with 3 friends.
I did.
One of them's being chased by werewolf hunters. One of them's being chased by weird magicians from the east, and one of them's being chased by the goddesses of death. Which of those parties do you think is on the skiff?
It's a good question. Renly! Eric, can you sense any magic on that skiff?
I can do that in a second. Men, ready the crossbows. Aim it towards the skiff just in case.
And ballistas.
Oh, we got crossbows.
Those are called... Actually, you know what? Your zombies do nothing.
I'm like, ballistas, Azir, ballistas.
Ballistas! Aim the ballistas towards
You're on
the skiff.
different ships. I don't know if you can hear each other.
Are we not like sailing?
Maybe you can hear each other. You could shout.
I went up to my meditating spot and I'm trying to sleep.
So this has because the day hasn't passed yet, right?
No.
No, we haven't rested.
Still,
God.
It's on until late evening the same day.
So I'm like, Venora, prepare the cannons just in case and get some crewmen topside with their hurlants ready and set just in case. And I'm like, Renly, any idea of what that skiff is?
Renly's meditating. He's not up here.
Captain, if you want me to
I
parlay
do
with them,
meditate on the deck.
I yell.
but-
I'm like, Renly! Maybe I need a whistle, like 2 whistles for Renly.
if you need me to parlay with them, I can do that. I shout.
Just tell them to go away. We don't want any company right now.
Yes, but are these more of the magical kind? In which case, it would behoove us to leave post haste or to find out more about them.
I'm gonna slowly open my eyes and like look at you from across the deck. Just still covered in blood. Egg is covered in blood. I can't help you right now.
Buck Slater, the gunner, comes up to the prow of the ship. Takes a spyglass. It's just one man, Captain.
Huh.
One man alone.
Oh, goody.
Oh, goody.
Pencil.
All right. Any idea of his condition, Buck?
Looks wounded.
Looks wounded. Well, he could be a shipwreck survivor.
Maybe, but he's sailing pretty hard.
Pretty fast for a one-man crew, isn't it?
Fast as you can go. Looks like an old hand.
This seems like a good idea to me, Captain.
Eddie, why are you smiling like that? You seem like in an awfully chipper good mood.
I'm just saying, this skiff has entered our crosshairs for a reason.
Can we retroactively say that I'm on the ship? Because I forgot that I have stonebound necromancer, so I can see, hear, feel, and talk through my raised undead.
Okay.
So
So you want to be back on the Venture?
yeah, just
We don't have to retcon it. You can just come over now.
Okay, yeah, I go over.
Okay.
If you're talking about destiny, that's fucking bullshit.
Eddie's still smiling like a goof.
He's high on God. Goddesses? I don't know.
Sure.
Seeing as Renly is out of commission, do you sense anything, Azir? Eric?
Yeah, I mean, I get as close to where they're coming from as possible to try to sense if there's any undeath coming from.
There's none.
I'm not sensing anything related to undeath,
Do
so
you sense any magical?
I mean
anything
that's part of it. I can't really feel anything.
Sounds like a good idea to me, Captain.
a good idea to do what?
Captain,
To pick him up?
he's collapsed. Man's unconscious on his skiff. He's still about half mile away.
Oh god.
I'm gonna send Jules on a little skiff to
I
pick
like
'em up.
your initiative. And why don't we send Eddie over
Yeah.
as well, since he's our healer?
Brilliant.
I'll go with him.
Jules, and I'm gonna go actually meditate with Renly, just because it's been a long day. I sit and I take over Jules's body.
Okay.
Okay. So it's me and
You and Jules. Jules rows you out there.
And I look at you. How you doing?
pretty good.
Talking to Jules.
Yeah.
It's me, by the way.
Oh, I know.
Oh, that kills the fun out of it.
Ironically, he'd be rowing better if you weren't. Right now.
So about how far are we from the ship?
At this point, you've come to within 200 yards.
Okay. Eddie will start using his healer eye
And I'm also sensing
to
undeath.
see
I guess there's nothing.
to see if he can see anybody else on the ship.
There's nobody else on the ship, but the man that is on the ship has 2 wounds from hurlants on his body, bullet wounds.
Okay.
And various cuts and slashes.
All right. As soon as we get close, Eddie's gonna jump on the boat.
Okay. He's unconscious.
Okay. Jump on the boat.
You see a man, heavily tanned skin, sun-bleached hair, eye patch on his left eye.
Okay. And Eddie's gonna heal him.
Casting Keeper of the Gate to just stabilize him as he's healing him.
He goes up by 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 HP. Okay.
I gotta find Sally.
Wait, friend.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
My name is Jules.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Jax.
And we just saved you. You collapsed.
Thank you.
Bullet holes, huh?
I gotta find Sally.
Sally what?
Sally One Eye.
Oh, we know a Sally One Eye.
No, we don't. Why are you looking for Sally One Eye? I mean, I've heard the tale of this pirate before.
Is that the Venture?
It is.
No, the one you're pointing to is the Charter.
That one's the Venture?
That one's the Venture.
What is your purpose? Why are you looking for Sally?
She's my cousin. I'm Jax One Eye.
Jack's One Eye.
Oh.
Do you have 2 eyes?
Flips it up.
He steals them. He jacks them.
Do I sense that he's lying?
You can't possibly know that.
Okay.
Well, you can roll notice.
Oh, I'm gonna do snaring speech and say.
You can do that through other bodies?
Yeah, I can.
I gave him we wrote a feat for him, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Focus.
New foci, yeah.
So that's not once a day.
You're not lying to us. Tell us, are you telling the truth?
Yes, I'm telling the truth. I'm a
Nice.
cousin of Sally One Eye. I've come to warn her. The law's on my tail. They're coming after her right now.
And Eddie puts his hands up. Yes.
Shut.
We're going to break.
This
10 minutes, everyone.
This day,
Yo.
we're back.
Hi.
Yeah.
We are back.
What's up?
Welcome.
We're trying to stay calm because we're
so-
laughing about silly things.
So
There was a
Jack-
lot- yeah, there were a lot of dick jokes.
So what was the
in
last
break.
thing Jack said? Sorry.
He said, I have to find Sally. The law is chasing me. They're coming right now.
Again.
Put your fucking arms
Eddie puts his
down.
hands up and he kind of hits him on the back and he's like, and he's like, that's great news.
Yes.
What?
Yes, that is the venture. No, that's fucking terrible news. Shut up with this destiny thing. We can get you on the ship.
Take me to the ship. The Brass Legion's coming right now.
All right.
Brass Legion. Oh, okay.
Do I know
sure.
about the Blast Legion?
Are they better or worse than the Copper Legion?
No such
Do I know about the Brass Legion?
roll me a no check.
Maybe from Grace, because Grace might
Yeah,
have mentioned it.
potentially. Roll me a no check.
Ooh, double fours.
And you as well.
This far, yeah, I'm like this far east.
8, 9,
It's not bad.
10, 11.
The brass. Oh, that's good. Brass Legion is relevant to an area sort of in between your two homelands. 11 as well? So you both know it. It is the military force of the Brass Island.
Are they bigger than the force that Grace works for?
No, they are part of the force that Grace works for. The Grace works for the Allied Aquadorian Navy, of which the Brass Island is part of Allied Aquador. So they contribute ships to the Allied Aquadorian Navy, but the Brass Legion is the local military of the Brass Island.
Okay.
Why?
Eddie says,
why are they?
Grace mentioned these.
Wait, why are they? That's not a bad thing. It's just a military group.
You don't understand. They're coming for Sally. If they catch her, she's dead.
All right. Well, let's get back to the ship then.
Yeah, let's get back to the ship.
I'm Eddie Bones, by the way.
Oh, shit! Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Thanks for your help. Is this really Eddie Bones?
Yes.
Fuck, man.
Don't worry, you're going to be seeing plenty of other stuff when we get back on the ship.
I'm Jules. My captain is Eric Agia.
He's lying. Or I'm lying.
You guys fight a lot. I appreciate the help, but I don't know what's going on.
Don't worry, we'll take you to Sally.
She'll make more sense than the two of us.
Just get on the ship, we'll take you to her.
Well, you guys were on like a rowboat. His ship's actually faster, except for the fact that he fell asleep.
Oh, okay.
You fell unconscious.
Then we raise the sail, whatever we need to do.
Yeah, all right. So they make it back to the Venture.
Sally, we found your cousin?
This Jax.
Jax!
Sally, thank God! The
What
Brass
are you-
Legion's coming.
What?
Just we kill him.
Did you punch him?
No, I was imagining Sally would punch him.
No, he's not on board yet. He's shouting out.
Right, everyone come on board. We're hoisting up anchors. Wait, how far away are they?
Oh, they're adjacent.
Yeah, anchors away, everybody.
Let's go.
Let's go.
He gets on board.
I tell
I have-
Jules to head back to the charter, and I pull up.
I
Hoist anchor, or nope, descend.
Raise the
hoist
anchor.
anchor, raise
Hoist anchor.
They start pushing the thing around to pull the anchor up.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jack, how did you find me here? We're in the middle of the sea. No one was supposed to know I'm in this area.
Well, you put in at Zolt Wharf, and the Sisterhood there put your name around. We were already nearby.
Eddie,
I was running. I was running from the Brass Legion. I just escaped from them a week ago.
Why are you running from them? I'm Eric, by the way. Pleasure to meet you.
We're close friends with Sally.
I pat him, and then I remember something. I'm like, wait a minute, let me check something. And then I pull your shirt to check if there's a scar there.
It's there.
Okay, and then I'm like, what did you say to me when I was 7 and you were 9?
Give me back my shit.
Okay, I think this is my cousin.
It is your cousin.
But good,
Jules told me.
But good job
Well,
checking, though.
he could have been a darling.
Anyway.
And then I'm like, I point to Ren and I'm like, does this face do anything to you?
His face?
I'm just sitting out there like,
Sally, I don't know what
Meditating.
you're doing. I don't know who these weirdos are.
We've met a lot of weirdos.
I thought
before
she would
being
make
here.
more sense, but apparently she's being more confusing.
I just came to warn you because they're going to be here in like a day.
Yeah, I thank you for the warning. As you can see, we're hoisting anchors and we're getting away, and you're with us.
That's honestly all we can do is just
You
set
had a
sail.
stroke of bad luck, Sally. You were in. I don't know why you ever came back this far east. If you'd got. Word is you came from Crystal Shore.
This is what I was saying about keeping a down low on everything. But
Well-
nobody listens to me.
Why are you using your real name? You're the only one that got away. Oh,
Well-
I'm sorry. Did you want me to not speak out of turn in front of your werewolf friend? You know the 3 sisters are after him now.
Yeah, I reckon they might be. Are they after someone named Eric Agier too?
I don't know who that is.
I-
Wait, isn't it that guy?
Yeah.
Yes, that's me. I'm Eric.
I haven't heard your name.
Brilliant.
So there's no bounty on Eric. What's the bounty on me, by the way? Last time I checked, it was $750.
It doesn't matter.
It's neither here nor
It
there.
does matter.
Wait a minute.
Why is the Brass Legion coming after you?
I'll explain later, but anyway, we're
I heard
sailing.
this was a pirate ship.
Welcome to the venture, cuz. I am now the captain. I'm sure you'd be so proud.
How many ships have you pirated? Piracy isn't what we do, Sally.
Oh, it isn't?
Well, it sort of fell into my way and I took the opportunity. Besides, we're on an amazing adventure. The possibilities and opportunity for endless treasure is quite good.
So you're not a pirate?
No, I'm not a pirate.
What's your day job?
He's a
Prisoner of
fisherman.
the Brass Legion till recently.
Huh.
Why were you a prisoner?
Who are these guys? Are they your pirate crew?
We're her best friends.
We're... I hired them. They came along. Now we're here.
We were on a job together and we...
Is it part of your whole pirate deal to ask each other about what you're wanted by the law for? It seems like that would not be what you do.
They didn't really ask. It never came up.
They're asking now.
Yes, because I didn't know
I didn't know
people
either.
were actually looking for you.
Well...
Are there people on this ship that aren't being chased by the law for some reason?
Probably.
Anybody?
We're all being chased by the
I'm
law.
not.
It's a pirate. You're
Listen.
not.
I'm not being chased by law.
He's being.
What are you being chased by?
It's a long story.
Wait. So Sally, what did you do to get this heat on you?
What does anybody do? We went...
Sally, come on.
Yes, Sally, come on.
Well, you didn't tell me why you're running from the law. You did tell me. And
I told you
And
enough.
Renly's case is too... What's the word? Something mysterious. That's too much above my understanding.
I think we've been through enough, Sally. Can't you let us
Listen.
in?
Yeah, please don't lie to us. That is rude.
I was part of a crew that were a purveyor of goods. And apparently...
What was the name of this crew?
We were called the Brassers.
The Brassers? So you were part of the Brass Legion?
No.
The Brass Legion is the law.
No wonder you got
were the Brassers.
the name.
I
like that.
admit, a lot of people on the Brass Island use the island's name in their names. It's a thing that we do.
But what did you do to get the Brass Legion on your tail?
Well, sometimes people want things, and those things are too expensive. So sometimes
steal
you
them.
hire someone who can get them to you cheaper.
And what was
Because sometimes the government wants to take a cut when you come into port, and sometimes you just...
What's wrong with taxes?
We're businessmen, and we saw an opportunity. Unfortunately, it didn't quite pan out.
Did your pirate friend just ask me what's wrong with taxes?
He's a new pirate.
He hasn't signed the charter.
Yeah.
He doesn't quite
Pirates have
understand.
a charter?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
It's
I
right
guess
over
that
there.
makes sense.
I thought you know that. Gramps used to tell us all those stories.
Well, Gramps wasn't exactly a role model.
Wait,
Gramps was the best. He told the best stories.
Wait.
And he taught me how to dice.
wait, Sally, how long have you actually been a pirate? Because this sounds like it's been pretty recently, actually.
This isn't my first ship.
Eddie drops whatever he's holding.
It's
and
not
he's
her
just-
first ship. It's her first captaincy.
That's what I said.
Eddie starts writing this in his journal.
Are you writing right
Getting
now?
back.
No.
You can't write down people's life history on a pirate ship. What's up, Cody?
Well, Captain, where should we hide? How are we going to hide from the Brassers? I mean, the Brass Nation.
Well, sailing west would be a good start, or south, or anywhere.
Wait.
That's what we was.
We are selling south right now.
We're sailing towards what
We're
was that?
sailing
What was
east.
the-
Indominus.
currently.
You're sailing towards Indominus. Yeah.
Indominus, and that's the right way, right?
You
Yeah.
sailed east to get here. No longer sailing.
But we're
west.
going south now because we were in Zoltwar.
Oh yes.
And then we're
Yes.
heading
And
south.
Didn't we decide to go to another port?
Did we?
No, we're going straight.
No, we're going straight there.
You
'cause-
guys are heading straight to the Indominus, last I heard.
All right.
Yeah, 'cause I think we had enough provisions, so we're going straight.
Oh, okay. And how many days or weeks until we reach Indominus?
Let me take a look.
I mean, we were only traveling about a week before we hit the Vlad ship, right?
It's probably going to be about 3 weeks. Less than a week to hit. Did you say Vlad? His name was Anton.
That's all.
Daddy.
Daddy, you're right, Daddy.
Anton Valeriva.
When we hit
Sorry,
Dad's ship.
Daddy ship.
So you're saying another week?
From where you are, it's 3 weeks to get to Indominus.
Okay.
Damn.
But
And
you were not out of port for a week already. You were only out for a couple days.
and when is the next full moon?
2 weeks.
Damn.
2 weeks from now. Okay.
God. Oh, and we don't know. Oh wait, we do. We do know. That you bit us.
So, I assume that while this conversation is happening, you have already ordered both crews
Yeah.
to
Yes.
Full speed.
full
Full
speed
speed.
south.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will ask for 3 sail checks with assistance, so that means roll 3 dice and drop the lowest, from Sally and from Eric, captain of the charter.
Can I use the sail checks from my wonderful crew?
That's where you're getting the help from.
Oh, brilliant.
So drop the lowest.
Okay, so that's 11 for my first roll.
Okay. And next.
That is 10 for the first roll.
Okay.
Pretty good.
All right, 3 sisters. No, one eye. I don't think the 3 sisters like me very much.
Come on, Shri sisters.
Okay, I rolled an 8. Oh, no. I rolled plus 2, a 9.
Okay.
10 again.
Is this a intelligence or wisdom, or what do you add in addition?
Oh yeah, have you guys been adding an attribute?
I've been
It should be
adding intelligence.
Yeah,
My intelligence is 0.
it's basically intelligence for sail because you have to know how to sail.
Yeah. So that is 10 again.
9 for me.
Okay, you guys lost that one.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hey-yo.
you're rolling against them.
All right. So next one.
Okay.
So you gotta get high on this one.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not that high.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's a 9, a 10.
7.
They rolled snake eyes.
Nice.
They were getting a +2.
Oh,
Let's
You
go.
guys beat them on
hands
2
are
out of 3.
sweating.
Let's go.
My hands are sweating.
Are we
Alright.
rested at this point? Has this been like some days?
No.
This is just all on the same night.
All in the same night. Oh, God.
The 3 sail checks will cover the next period of time.
Yeah.
Oh,
But we're still in this conversation right now.
all right. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So that,
Maybe we should
that
take this-
represents you have outsailed the Brass Legion. They've lost you.
God,
They
brilliant.
what you learn from I guess we don't need to RP the rest of the conversation.
Yeah.
But what Jax tells you is he had escaped the Brass Legion. He was heading west. He happened to be near Zolt Wharf when you were, and because he landed in Zolt Wharf right after you left. The Brass Legion had followed him there, and when they got there, they both heard about you, and they made a beeline for you out here.
Does this skiff look familiar?
No,
Okay. Just making sure you didn't take it from the wrong person.
he just took it from someone.
If you want to rest, we got space on the charter for you.
No, you don't want to be on the charter, Jax.
It's up to you. It's your
My
decision.
cousin is the captain of this ship. I think I'll stay here.
Very well.
Plus, we have the better grog. Rum.
Can we please sleep for the night?
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
I'm already like an hour in.
Alright.
You guys will-
So I'm gonna sleep. Take off a system strain.
Oh, yeah.
And
set
we
the
are moving the
watches.
counter forward.
How much
One
HP
day.
did you get back?
So-
First time I took damage.
ask someone else.
Hold on. Let me see.
We've leveled up to 5. You know, I didn't lose any hit points in our battle with Daddy.
All right. I never should have written Daddy on that port, I swear.
He will be infamous.
His name is Anton Valeriva.
Maybe you could see something that I'm not seeing. When the morning comes up...
a creature that is not frail recovers their level or hit die and lost hit points after each good night rest and loses 1 system strain.
So your level is 5. That's probably going to be better than rolling a hit die.
So you heal 5
Gotcha.
every night. A full night of rest.
Gotcha.
And you lose 1 system strain.
When the morning pops up, I go to find the body of the darling.
It's still in the hold.
Good.
Okay. Okay. And for this, actually, no. You go ahead. You're first.
I do let all of y'all know.
I want to be down there when you...
Yeah.
Can I also be present?
Yeah. I know you don't like it, but we do need some answers. Just
Yeah, no, I expected this.
okay, brilliant. So we go down there, and I stoop down.
Like I said, once they're dead, I don't care.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Stoop down to look at it, rubbing my palms as I cast Query the Skull. Thankfully, it's all attached, so I'm able to.
Yeah.
Last
It's
time we
able to
kind of
talk.
fudged it because he had no tongue or anything.
Yeah. But it's able to talk, just like it would.
Roll this. I know you don't normally roll for this spell, but you also normally cast this spell on humans. Roll me a magic check, please. As you cast the spell, you begin to feel something pushing back against you. Something powerful and destructive, and it is as though you are trying to hold in an explosion.
Wait, what did you roll?
6, so 10, 12, 13.
Sounds good to me.
So
You fell.
you watch this darling, this creature of the Queens of Death, created by them and sworn to serve only them, be summoned into undeath.
Yeah.
And its body begins to burst into flames.
Oh shit.
But because you rolled so well, you feel this magical reaction to your spell coming, and you are able to push the genie back in the bottle, as it were, and the flames blow out. So his body is now partially burned, but he is otherwise under the effect of your spell.
I am touching all its 5 senses, so put my pinkies to its ears, its eyes, nose, mouth, and then its chin for feeling.
Okay.
And then, just for flavor, when it bursts into flame, can we say that the stones light up and kind of just absorb that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The flames get sucked into your tattoos.
And I wake it up. Oh, we have some questions for you.
This is not where I'm supposed to be. I am not supposed to be here. This is not where I'm supposed
Shut
to
up.
be. I am not supposed to be here.
Shut up!
This is not where I'm supposed to be. He's not going to shut up.
Can't you ask him questions?
Yes, I can, sorry. We had talked about asking him the question, your abilities. Tell us about them.
I am not supposed to be here. I have
Tell us
the ability
about them.
to change my form into that of any creature I have seen.
Oh. Nice. Just
I
like
am
me.
well trained at infiltration, impersonation, murder, sabotage. I do what I am told.
Ask him how
I am
long
not
he's been on the
supposed to
ship.
be here. This is not where I'm supposed to be.
How long have you been on the ship?
How
long have you been? Sorry, I don't ask that. How long have you been freeboot? And when did you change?
I became freeboot Danish after I killed him in Zoltborf.
So
Maybe we should also ask, how can we tell if a person is a darling?
yeah, that's a good question.
How do we recognize another darling?
This is not. You cannot recognize a darling if you do
Identification
not have
marks. There's got to be something.
If there is no physical mark, if you cannot ask them a question they cannot answer, then you cannot recognize them. And even if you ask them a question and they don't know it, they will play it off as some other reason. They will say they forgot, or they will say that was important to you but not to me. You cannot recognize them. We are too good.
And then how many darlings are after Renly?
We do have 2 questions left. One of them should be, why are they after?
Renly's in the room, right?
Yeah. Why are they after you? Do you want to know?
I know why they're after me. Or at least I have my suspicions.
Do you want something more solid?
Let's ask the first question first.
How many of you are after Renly?
None of us are
I
after
knew.
Renly.
I knew it! I didn't want to ask that question!
Maybe we should just said True Fane instead of Renly.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Should have said True Fane.
Do we have one more question?
One more.
question.
I vote we should ask, where is their leader?
The leader it's the gods.
It's the 3 sisters.
I know, but there must be somebody commanding all the darlings, right?
So
How did they find me?
Well, they're not looking for you, apparently.
well,
What?
Say
True Fane, maybe.
True Fane. Say the wizard True Fane.
But, yeah, no. Well, I think more importantly, you should ask how are they finding True Fang?
How did you find Trufane, the wizard Trufane?
The sisters know where everyone is, especially those they have imprisoned and tagged.
He's tagged?
He's out. Yeah. Bursts into flames. Burns up.
I'll just let him go.
The
Dang.
3 sisters were the ones who imprisoned you, Renly?
And they tagged you?
But they're not looking for you.
I didn't realize they tagged me.
Can we get rid of this tag?
Wait, what does this mean? They're not looking for you, but they're looking for you? The wizard Trufane?
They must not be able to come after me themselves for some reason. Or they don't want to. I don't know. Maybe I'm not important enough anymore to them.
How?
More to the point, we need some sort of passcode for us. I suggest us, and then one for the crew.
But I'm interested in this tag. Is it a visible tag? Is it on your body somewhere?
I have searched. No, I have not actively searched for any sort of tag, but I have done spells in the past that would make me aware of any magical effects on me, and I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. It is something beyond my capabilities or knowledge right now.
Because from what he just said, I don't think we can hide you at all.
But they're not looking for him.
They're looking for True Fang.
They haven't come after me themselves.
I don't know what's worse, having the Navy after you or having the goddesses after you.
Oh, definitely goddesses.
Yeah, I agree.
So we have the goddesses, we have the Navy,
Everyone's
bounty
after
hunters,
you.
and people
And
looking for
who's
you
exactly after you, Asier?
I mean, you know all of ours. You gotta at least tell us yours.
The people that, well, you already know. I already told you.
Wait, you...
It's been
You
a
know?
long couple of days.
It has been such a long couple of
We
days.
just had a rest last night.
That's true. And I didn't even finish asking what happened at Zoltwarf with 3 sisters, but
So
Long story short,
I assume Eddie assaulted a sister like he did in Crystal Shore, and that you probably tagged along somehow and
No.
had to talk your way out of it somehow.
no, that's not happening.
No?
my father was the Lord of Lowlight. And he started inviting this wizards group to help out. I thought they would just, I don't know, hired people. But what I didn't know is that Lowlight was going in debt, and he needed source of revenue. And so he allowed the wizards to do some weird shit in Lowlight. I don't know what it was. I thought I was a part of it. I don't think I was. I'm not entirely sure. But lo and behold, I found a stone. Stone is embedded into my arms. And I accidentally killed my dad.
That makes...
And now the wizards pinned this whole entire thing on me. Well, I guess it was me.
But it wasn't. It was an accident.
It was an accident. But they want... My name's not Eric Agier. It's Anin Beck. Lord Anin Beck III. They wanted us gone because now they want to rule Lowlight, I suppose, to do whatever fucking shit that they want to do.
Wow, wasn't quite... I knew you were noble. Wow, didn't quite think you were...
Royalty?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Please don't do that.
Do not do that.
His head is already big enough.
Hey! I mean, yeah.
Well,
I assume we continue using your pseudonyms.
Eric Agier, yeah. No one's looking after Eric Agier.
Well,
Specifically this far east.
Well, the 3 sisters.
Well- we have not run into anyone that has recognized you yet.
Well, we're also heading further and further east, where Lowlight is. I don't know the influence of the wizards. I guess it doesn't extend out towards the west, which is...
Well, Indominus is south and west of Lowlight, so... And no one really knows where Indominus is, so we might be good.
I think so, too.
You don't think they tagged you in it anyway, like them, like him?
I'm not entirely sure, because as memory serves, somebody was working on me when I was a child. I thought it was the wizards. Apparently it's a Squid Man.
Wow. Wow. Well, I see we have several goals. One, find out more about how to get rid of magical tags. 2, make
How
sure
to clear his name.
make sure we are nowhere near Lowlight, and
Don't get me wrong. I will be going back to Lowlight.
To clear your name.
To get rid of the fucking wizards. I don't care about my name, as tarnished as it may be.
I mean, the people probably care about your name.
A few generations ago, probably.
right.
My father was not the best ruler, so...
But
they
you could be better.
I am my father's son. You've seen the shit that I do.
I know, but... And Eddie's going to reiterate what the goddess told him. We all make our own choices in life. So whatever
For once, you're actually making sense. Thank you for that.
Thank you. So whatever your father did, it doesn't matter. This is your life. And you can choose to do whatever you want with it.
Thank you. I actually needed to hear that.
Time freezes. For you. everyone around you just stops.
I'm like full on picking my nose.
Hello?
It's the four of you in the hold near a charred corpse of a darling. And now that they have frozen, the light around them starts to get lower. And you hear a voice that you know instinctively is coming from behind you, but you also are aware you're not hearing it with your ears. You're hearing it somehow in your head. And the voice says, well, it's not technically true that you can do whatever you want.
I instinctually reach for the dagger and pull it out, lighting the sword of flame. Who the fuck are you? What is happening?
You turn around.
I turn around.
You see standing before you in a rotting black robe, holding a high staff with a human skull on the top. A man with the head of a squid. And his flesh is rotting away. He is essentially a zombie squid man. And one of his eyes is facing backwards. Actually, you would not know that. You just see that he has one eye that is blank.
Yeah.
Like yours.
I instinctually take a step back. This is creepy as fuck. What are you?
Well, in part, I'm that. And your sword goes out. The energy on it shoots into his finger.
And it's just a dagger.
And it's just a dagger.
I drop the dagger.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry?
That's okay.
No. No. What?
You don't remember everything that happened, and that was by design. But you should be aware that you have been getting a little too close to some things that are dangerous for you.
Are you the one that did this to me? What are you talking about, danger? I'm sorry, just a million questions.
As with most people trapped in mortal form, you ask questions that are the wrong questions. Am I the one that did this to you? No. Who said it was only one person?
I had assumed it was you. There was a wizard that came by and said Squidman. Wait a second. Are you Broxio?
I am. You've heard of me.
Yes, from Moira.
Oh, Moira. She's left again. I hope she's not mad at me.
You're a part of the council that Renly wants to abolish.
Well...
You're the fucker that's kind of just been out and about, haven't you? You're just chaotic.
The thing about chaos is, if there wasn't any, nothing would ever happen. If everything was order and structure and met expectations, there would be no life.
Well, you certainly created the world into a messy place.
I'll have you know that if I had not intervened,
and the world would certainly be a lot messier.
Am I your intervention? Is that what it is?
I have a lot of ongoing projects at any given time. You are certainly one of the most pressing in this era.
I don't want it. I don't want this.
And yet, you asked for it.
I did not.
Well, technically speaking, I offered it, and you said yes.
I said yes.
It is disquieting to not be able to trust one's own mind. I see you have picked up a habit of mine. His blank eye rolls forward. I like to watch my own brain too. And it goes back again.
I asked for this?
If I had not helped you, your existence as this being would be ended. You knew it, but you had to forget it. I can tell you little else at this time, but there is one in your company who means you harm.
I look at the three of them.
And there is danger in pursuing that which gives you joy. Remember to act with your mind. Only by making rational, logical decisions for yourself will you remain safe. Follow your heart at your peril.
I'm left speechless.
Someday, you and I will look back on all of this and laugh. But that will only be if existence survives the cataclysm this time. Boom! And he's gone, and normal times resumes.
Pirate
Oh,
Pack. I
what?
think that should be our
What?
our code name.
What, Eric? Why is your dagger on the ground? Hello,
Hi.
Eric. You all right? You kind of zoned out on us, and how did your dagger get on the ground?
I pick it up and I try to light the sword.
Turns right on.
I turn it off and put it away.
Do I get the sense like Eric went through a crazy experience?
Roll medicine.
Because
You
I
don't
went through a crazy experience.
Yeah, but you don't currently have your healer's eye on, so you'd have to just notice it.
Whether
like
or
a
not I
regular person.
noticed, I'm just gonna keep asking. Pirate Pack. That's
Pirate Pack?
it's like because we all are now dog related in some way,
9.
shape, or form.
Okay, that'll be our personal
11.
one between us four. Or, and
think-
5, I mean egg.
No,
Yeah,
Pirate
that
Pack?
sounds great.
we don't have to settle on it right now.
Do you think he noticed with an 11 that something's up with you?
Yeah, I'm silent. I'm speechless.
And I will further say on an 11, you maybe weren't looking directly at him, so you're not 100% sure, but you're pretty sure you saw him be facing one way and instantly
Yeah.
be facing the other way.
Okay.
Yeah, that all sounds like a great idea.
You know, Pirate Peck is good.
Eddie walks in between you two and walks to Eric. And he says, "What did you see?
What?
You saw something, didn't you?"
Yeah. I think I saw... I don't know what I saw. A Broxio?
Broxio.
Wasn't he one of the
Do I know?
people in the council that
I heard that
was
name,
it
right?
said?
Yeah.
Do we know anything about this name?
Whatever he told you was probably bullshit.
I don't know about that.
Broxio. So.
All I know is he in that
Cody,
council.
season 1 viewer in the chat.
Yeah,
Hi.
All I know is that council and everyone in it has their own desires and their own purposes for making us mortals do whatever they want.
What about surviving a cataclysm?
Did something happen, Eddie?
I think he just saw his patron.
That's not my patron. Shut the fuck up.
I'm
Sorry.
just-
By the way, I do.
Sorry, I'm getting defensive.
By the way, when you say cataclysm, I do fully stop.
Cataclysm.
what did this Abraxio say to you, if you don't mind me asking?
That's a brilliant question. I am asking the wrong questions. He gave this to me because I asked, and I am for some reason suppressing it. My mind is fuzzy on the exact nature of when I got my powers, but I got them, and apparently I needed them, and I would have died apparently if I didn't ask
Why?
for them.
Wait,
And he intervened.
You
And I'm a project.
You asked to have.
Of course you're a project.
Of course I'm a project.
That's all we are to them.
so
I'm gonna cast real quick Apprehending the Arcane Form to see if there's any residual magic.
Necromancy everywhere.
Oh,
he was here.
that's rotten.
Oh, I thought that was just me.
Eddie says to you, and why do you think he came at this moment?
I don't know. I'm apparently approaching things that are too dangerous for me, and that I need to use my head on to make logical decisions.
Roll me a notice check, please, Eric.
You didn't make too much bullshit.
Truefane, what is this council exactly?
They weren't there, or they weren't around when we learned about this.
Yeah, you guys were.
Oh, we
all
were there.
Yeah.
Oh, this was in
This
Dad's ship,
It was, yeah, in the
in
Dad's
on-town ship.
with Rod.
Daddy shit.
So because we know about Rod and we know about the council.
A lot.
A lot. It's I rolled 11 plus my notice, which is +1. Is this wisdom or intelligence?
This will be. I'll allow either one.
Okay, then 13.
So, as Sally is asking you, why did he come right now?
Where's my pipe? I really want to
Well,
smoke it.
oh,
you know what?
That was-
Here.
Actually, Eddie asked that question.
Oh,
Yeah. This is
So-
the first time today he's gonna light up.
you suddenly flash back to what Abraxiel said about the eye and watching your own brain. And with that 13 on notice and your previous very high magic rolls, you start to realize that you are actually experiencing an extra sense of sight right now, somewhat in the manner of what you did through the eyes of your zombie creations, but you have one eye looking forward and one eye looking inward.
Oh!
And as you try to focus on this other sight, you see something in your own brain. It is yourself, with no tattoos, touching the Omnium Bindstone under the castle. And your father across the room. Murdered in front of your face by one of the wizards of the council just before you lose consciousness.
Dang.
Wow. Memory returned.
I want to cry right now.
You did not kill him. That's all you can see.
I fall to my knees and start to weep.
And I say, give him room, give him room.
I didn't kill him.
You,
I didn't kill my dad.
didn't you just tell me you killed your dad?
I think he just saw what happened.
I'm
Oh.
seeing it currently. It's in my head. I'm touching the stone. My dad
What?
murdered in front of me.
What all are you seeing?
A wizard having killed him, and I'm touching the stone.
The tallest wizard, the oldest one, the leader of the group, his name is Arceus.
Arceus.
Brendan, you know Arceus, you worked with him.
Yep.
He was an asshole.
Oh, he was the best.
He killed my dad. I have carried that weight for such a long time.
That's huge.
Eddie's patting him on the back.
Egg is at your feet.
I offer you a drink.
I just hold a Garen. I didn't kill my dad.
And you, for seeing Abraxiel for the first time.
Oh.
What about seeing his brain for the first time?
Yo,
Sorry.
wicked. Wicked.
So,
Holy shit.
Wow.
this is...
I have to kill my own.
Did I give you one for Nakashi? I don't think I did.
No,
No.
thanks.
I have my own wizard council to fucking murder.
We are the anti-council council.
Oh shit.
And,
Oh shit.
So Eddie looks at you and he's like, I'm glad to hear that it wasn't your fault.
Thank you.
So
I'm sorry I've been an asshole to you. I have been pushing. One of your crewmates brought this up. That I've been pushing people away. And it's true. It's because I have feared my own powers and killing you as well. But I haven't.
Eddie wants to initiate a group hug.
I even look at you like,
And I say, come on, guys.
Did you take a shower today?
Did you?
Yeah, last night. We all slept.
Everyone's lying.
We
It's
don't have a
boat.
shower. We don't have a shower in the
yeah,
ship.
hot shower, dude.
It's like,
Soap.
just Eddie says, just trust me. I actually got to meet someone very important to me last night. And I think you'll be able to feel it once you do this.
Abraxiel is not important to me. I just want you to let you know that, but sure.
So is he a good guy or a bad guy?
I don't know. I don't know.
You still have eggs in your arm. Why you hug him?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That's my representation. I'm good.
Okay. Sally? Come on, just a hug's not gonna kill you.
It might.
Nah.
You're not as cute as George. I'm sorry.
Hug Garen.
I grab a carrot. I'm like, there you go, right there.
Sally is standing somewhat closer to Eddie than Eric is, I think.
So you could
Yeah.
just bear hug me.
Yeah.
Or
Right.
wolf hug me.
Well, I just bring in a hug, and as I'm hugging, I'm gonna try to remember Nakashi and do like a heal, but it's like a light heal just to warmth everybody.
I reluctantly just like put my hand on
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
back, like
Residual.
Like bonding moment.
You had cast your spell to detect the magic in the room.
It's still up. It lasts like 10
Yeah.
minutes, I think.
No, it lasts longer than that. On a
It's
higher
like
level.
an hour or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll look it up later, but
It's a long time.
yeah.
Well, you are able to detect things with that spell through egg, as we discussed. When Eddie wraps his arms around egg, even before he does the healing, you know this man has been in the presence of a god in the past day. Not an Abraxiel or a really powerful wizard, an actual god.
A legit god. And you see Eddie kind of crying a little bit in his eyes.
I cracked my neck. Oh, I feel I feel a lot better. No more tension headache.
I do feel
Egg
a
gets
lot
healed
better.
too, by the way. Any aches and pains that he may have had, Egg
This
is better.
is just my no HP, right? It's just like feel good.
Well, it's up to him if you're. Is Egg missing HP?
If he's missing HP, he recovers HP.
I'm actually missing HP, but I'm touching them.
Yeah, you're not being healed. Only
okay, that's fine.
only Egg is being healed.
I do feel a lot better. I'm going to raise a fucking army of zombies and take over Low Light again.
Your people, well,
Maybe,
Like I said,
we might have to rethink
my
this plan a
reputation,
little.
my reputation with those people is already tarnished. It doesn't matter if I'm not cut for royalty. I was supposed to marry someone.
it's never too late.
I'm not going to marry anyone.
Well,
I'm not going to strike up some deal with a foreign nation and marry their daughter and be all happy. That's not me. I would rather just be with Eric and hang out in the stacks.
well, we have a lot to think about. Right? Really?
Yeah, like a pirate pack. We're all in on that.
Pirate pack for the 4 of us, and then we need one for the common crew.
I do like anti-council now.
I do
That's
like
actually kind of
anti-council as well.
Are you guys in the anti-council council? Because you've been here for most of the anti-council stuff.
I'm like, I don't dig it, but I don't think
We
anyone
can do
else will
pirate
figure it
pack.
out.
We can do pirate pack up there.
But Rod is
Anti-
part of the council, right?
Yeah, Rod and Abraxiel are part of a
So
council.
if you're saying what I think you're saying, you want us to take down Rod and Abraxio?
We're not this very minute, but eventually.
He did save me though. He did.
Yeah, I don't think these two have anything against Rod and Abraxiel.
This might be a lunatic plan, so maybe we could call it the lunatic plan.
Maybe we should think small.
Lunatic pack.
For now, we should clear your name, right? You want to clear your name, or at least kill,
It's an impossibility.
or
but
at least take care of the person that took care of your father, right?
took care of my father?
Well,
Murdered my father, you mean?
yes.
Yes.
But he probably has control of Low Light, and he's probably looking for you to murder you if he doesn't, right? So we're gonna have to plan carefully. And you know, you're lucky. I know how to get into places other people don't want you to get into.
I can raise an army of the undead.
You
I
know,
will just take it over myself.
but they probably know that you have this power,
Alright.
right?
We got steps to do. First, treasure.
Yes.
We need money to do whatever we're going to do.
Okay. Step 1.
Do you still want to get your tattoos removed, Eric?
Eventually.
Before or after Low Light?
After.
Yeah, let's recap everything real quick. Werewolf, you want to stay a werewolf still. That's still a goal that we're working towards fixing. Partially because now we also have to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk about what we're going to do in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I'm going to hopefully have enough spells to
Put
put
us
all
in
3 of
amber.
us in stasis?
13 days.
Well, we do have the charter, so you guys could go to the charter. We could recall Billy and Johnny for the nights of the full moon.
You see, I'm not sure yet. I did get to talk to Nakashi the other night, and
Of course you did.
no, I did.
Of course you did.
Is that why you're gritting like an idiot?
I have been quite happy, and I even drew a picture of her. I'm gonna show you.
Art is a waste of time.
Is there anything special with this picture?
It is really, really well done. You had no idea Eddie could even draw.
I'm like, I thought a goddess would dress better, but
I thought you would be
Renly,
using your
roll
time
a
better.
Notice check.
I just moved all my dice into my tray. Hang on one second.
And
wow.
and as he's doing this, Eddie says, "But she basically told me
10.
that."
Go ahead and finish your sentence and then.
Well, I want to make sure I get this right, but she basically told me that whatever happens, that she's not mad at me, right?
Yes, she told you that people are coming for you, and it's not because you did something wrong. It's just how it is.
Okay.
With your 10 notice check, you have seen Eddie writing in his journal before. You've seen him maybe sketch the occasional picture before.
Mm-hmm.
He's not this good.
No.
Nakashi absolutely drew a
You didn't.
self-portrait.
You did not need me to roll for that. I would have.
Well, Renly wouldn't necessarily know that, but he does know it. It is Nakashi drew a picture of herself.
I'm like, wow, you're quite good at drawing, Eddie. I might want you to do some of our charts for us.
Is she hot?
It's all right.
Humanoid?
Middle-aged human woman with a peasant dress on. It's just a neck up, so you can't tell the dress thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Art is a waste of time. I'm just gonna say that. You should be spending your time actually, I don't know, working your muscles and
But
working out
now he knows what his goddess looks like. Isn't that good?
Eric, roll a convince check.
On me?
Yep, and you roll notice against it, please.
Oh!
Should you roll?
I rolled double sixes.
Well, hold on, add it up.
Add plus your notice. And wisdom, notice plus wisdom for you.
Convince for me.
Yeah.
So I have
Charisma.
Convincing charisma?
So
Yeah.
I have a 1 in notice, and you said my wisdom,
Yeah.
which is also another 1, so that's 12,
That's 14.
13, 14.
What'd you get?
I got 14. I rolled 11. I have convinced plus 2.
This is the battle of the gods right
And
now.
then charisma plus 1.
Hand me the goblet.
I would like to spend 15.
This is going to Eric, unless you two, decide
Oh shit.
that he can spend 1 coin to buff his skill check.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You don't get a vote.
Ah!
Yeah.
So
Sally's totally for it.
if he fails, he loses.
If he fails,
Desire to do art.
he just writes this off as some bullshit. Oh, Cody hasn't been watching much. I give these guys coins for things that they do and cool things that they see, and they are able to spend these coins on things in game.
We didn't
It's
let
a
you
house
spend 16 to not die earlier.
rule. But one of
You
the
can
things you
have
can
one.
spend coins on.
No.
Is one coin will buff a skill check by 1 point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can have 1 coin.
1 coin. Dang, what an epic one.
My god.
So,
You don't know why Eric is saying this thing to you about ignore art. Art is pointless.
2 questions.
Hold on, let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
Art is pointless. You should spend your time on better things. You don't know why he's saying it, but you know he's full of shit. And you can see he's putting up a very good front, but you can see he's saying it out of some sort of deep-seated fear.
He almost got you.
yeah. And
Is there any magic behind it? Because I still have my arcane thing up.
There is none.
Okay.
again, he puts up a very good argument, but I still think about Nakashi and what she said, and I say, nothing I do is a waste of time.
Well, what if you're like drinking it?
No. Spend all of your time drawing and playing music, journaling even. Why not? Why not? Ignore the fact that we're being chased by fucking monsters, and all you want to do is just doodle. No, that's A-okay.
While you're talking, the trapdoor to the hold has opened, and Jack's one eye is starting to come down. He goes, "We're being chased by monsters?"
No, I mean, maybe.
Sally, I came looking for you. I thought we could talk.
Yeah, we're being chased by monsters. We'll have to talk later.
Wait, crew code. We still haven't come up with a crew code. Before we leave
Pirate
this meeting.
pack for the crew cold council for us.
Okay.
Just council?
The anti-council council? Or just
Anti-council.
I mean, I could say it, but I won't believe it.
Jax, close
Right,
the motherfucking
that's
door.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say it, but I won't believe it. The anti-council council.
Anti-council council, and then pirate.
Pack for the rest of the crew.
So you guys are the anti-council council?
Yes.
That's our passcode.
Passcode.
Wait, he's not supposed to know that. Now we have to come up with a new one.
No. He told him to close the hatch.
Oh, I thought he was still like...
I was in. Jax
he's
was
in.
in when he closed the hatch.
You were in.
Jax was in when he closed the hatch, so he heard the whole thing. Plus, you didn't say that till after.
Damn it. I can convince him to not remember.
Hey, guys, I don't know why you want secret codes and stuff, but what's going on with the monster chase? Because I thought we were just being chased by the Brass Legion. But then I heard...
How tall is he?
He's 5'11", probably.
Alright, so I go up to him, put an arm on his, or a hand on his shoulder. I'm like, the brass whatever is the least of our worries.
Yeah, I know, because I just heard that Eddie Bones, who, by the way, everyone knows he's a werewolf, like, all over the Grey Sea, I just heard that he's being chased now by the Navy. The Acladorian Navy, the big one.
Yeah, that might be all of us,
And
Jax.
also, the Temple of the Three Sisters from Zoltwarf, they're after him, too.
So that must mean that...
And a teenage ally who I think... Maybe? Yeah? Okay,
Maybe.
thanks for that. So...
Did you happen to catch how much my bounty is now?
Well, I know that the temple is offering 400 for you. The Navy, last anyone on this ship heard, was offering 1,000.
1,000?
All right, I'm up to 1,000 now.
Well, technically 1,400.
Oh, sorry, 1,400.
Depends who you get turned
Yeah,
into.
I don't think they can. Maybe if they cut you in half, they could get both bounties.
And last time I checked, Sally was 350. Has she gone up?
Sally is now a wanted criminal in the entire Grey Sea region. Apparently, after Zoltwarf, this is the last thing I heard before I left port there, the Brass Legion sent it up the chain to the Allied Navy. You're wanted for smuggling, murder, double murder, by the way. That other guy the one you hit with the bottle, he died later. And a list of other things. Smuggling and murder were the big ones. There was thievery, there was mutiny. I didn't tell them that. I don't know where the mutiny. I don't know where the mutiny thing came from. I think they were making that one up, to be honest with you. They're probably trying to get people like your new crew to turn against you when they hear that you mutinied.
Just out of curiosity, I know there was something that happened in Lowlight to the prince. What's his name? Annenbeck III.
Yeah.
Does he have a bounty?
Not a monetary one, but it has been put about by the ruling council of Lowlight.
that anyone harboring him will be put to death. I got on the wrong fucking ship, didn't I?
Yeah.
Jax, welcome to the venture.
It sounded like you were dead
an honored
before
guest.
you even got here.
I was in prison. I was gonna be alive. I was in prison. but I
Don't
was
worry,
gonna-
One Eye likes Eddie, by the way.
One Eye hasn't come to see me in 3 months.
He told me he was looking for you. Or maybe that was a dream I had.
Well, is there any difference with that guy?
You actually see One Eye as well?
Of course, he's our dog.
Why do you think he's wearing an eye patch?
I don't fucking know.
One Eye takes care of all of us. What did you think? He was pretend?
He's our family god. I think I told you this.
No, you have. I was just...
All you guys have such interesting...
Are you talking shit about One Eye, dude?
I'm not talking shit about One Eye.
You watch your mouth about my dog.
I will. I'm so sorry. It's a they are a very good dog. I will keep my mouth shut now.
But, yeah. Anyway.
This is both me and Jax looking at you.
Anyway, we have a lot to deal with. So, but let's get that treasure first.
All right, so I just want to get.
Well, there's a monster.
Wait,
I
stop.
told you this
Everyone
is
stop.
last night, didn't I?
Let's just really quick take
I thought you were
a quick
talking
poll
shit.
of where we're at. You're not sure about changing right now. What is your current goals?
Treasure, making sure Eric gives me the money he owes me. So
The treasure won't cover that.
As well as making sure that we make it to the temple.
listen, the reason why people
fact,
stay
I
rich
hired
is they don't forget about the debts that other people owe them.
All right, fair enough. Where are you standing right now? Obviously, destroy the council, the cabal.
That's an impulsive decision, and Broxio was right. I need to think with my head.
And
Going to Lowlight right now would be foolish.
Yeah, nobody goes to Lowlight these days.
And plus, we're heading towards Indomitus.
Well, it's not terribly far from Lowlight.
It's very far from Lowlight.
It's pretty far.
In,
It's a lot closer than where
yeah,
you started
from
off
where
the
we
campaign,
started
but
is
yeah.
kind of my thoughts. Fair, but
And that brings us too close to the Brass Islands.
it's true. But sailing west, specifically where the temple is,
Unknown
It's so-
adventure.
far,
Yeah, and we're going farther away from it,
farther and farther
which
away.
I wasn't for until I needed a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we know that. And what about your ultimate goal?
I still need to go to the temple
And you need a shit ton of money.
a shit ton of money for spells, temple for information, and more spells, hopefully.
And I guess getting rid of this tag, right?
And I don't know if the temple has information on that, but yes, that is on my list of to-dos.
And your big one, take down the council.
Yes.
And yeah, 3 sisters.
I don't think you can take down the 3 sisters.
What?
One thing at a time. It's
I got close.
You're
Really?
hanging out with a werewolf and a god killer.
everything you hear right now. I'm starting to cast snaring speech. Stays here.
He's family. He won't talk.
You're right. He's not going to talk. Everything we say here stays here. Do you understand?
Yes, I will absolutely not talk about this outside of this hold.
Good.
Can you run upstairs and get someone for me?
Jax, you said something about a monster, and then I leave to go out the hatch.
He said monsters. I came down just to talk to you. He said we're being chased by monsters.
No, you said we were being chased
You
by
might want
monsters.
to talk about this up there because he's not going to be able to repeat this when we
I
get
came
up.
down the hatch. I was coming down to talk to you. He was saying, we're being chased by monsters. And I said, we're being chased by monsters? And that's when you started doing your pirate code thing. What happened to being honest smugglers, Sally?
That's an oxymoron. Do I know what an oxymoron is?
I don't know. You can't read. Did you go to school?
It's
I
this
went-
is considered an oxymoron.
I went to Three Sisters Church.
You know what? We're gonna start doing a daily word.
While you're there, teach me the word esoteric.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of this scene.
Yeah.
We are going to have to determine where the ship is heading. It has been going south towards Indomitus. Are you guys continuing
We are
to
continuing.
Indomitus?
Yes.
There was some hint of wanting to turn back west, but
Nope.
we're not doing
Nope.
that.
Not right now.
Because the Brass Legion is on our tail. So
Okay. Well, the Brass Legion is on your tail,
We
but
lost.
you don't
them.
catch sight of them for now.
yeah.
As I said, the trip to Indomitus will take 3 weeks. You're taking both ships?
Both, yeah.
Yep. Because we need the extra ship for the extra treasure.
Well, the next 2 weeks pass uneventfully.
Oh.
But then
All
is the 15th day of the month. And that is when the full moon happens.
So we're all going to have to do our rolls.
Have I
Let's
learned?
start
I suggest.
with Eddie Bones.
Wait. I suggest that our werewolves move to the charter,
That's a good idea.
and we move the human crew back to the Venture for now as a break from their captain.
I tell Billy and
Johnny.
to go to the other ship, and then command everybody else to act normally as we go into the hold.
I just want to make sure, what were the rolls again? I mean,
So
make sure.
we're going to start with your roll because for you this is a normal.
I have a
full moon.
question before we go into it. During those 2 weeks, would we have discussed the use of silver?
I don't see any reason why you wouldn't. Eddie's already told you
Yeah,
that it
I've
helps
told
him.
you. Yeah.
Okay, great. Then, yeah. So we each find something silver, hopefully on the.
Yeah, I tell the.
I've got silver pieces. I'll just. hold
Oh,
on, a couple
great.
of those.
I hold.
Well, let me get back to Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie,
Mhm.
you need to roll your saving throw. So you can hide. The thing to do is, as you know, hide below deck so that the moonlight can't touch you and you can't see it. Ideally, you know what? Let's do a luck check from you. This is not your big roll. This is a luck check to see if there is enough salt available for you to make a circle around yourself.
So
Roll a luck saving throw.
so my luck is 11. I have to go above or below.
Meet or beat, yeah. Meet 11 or higher.
Don't ships keep a lot of salt on hand?
And we have salt water. Can we?
Got 12.
You got 12. So you do have enough salt. You found the salt in some of the stores on the charter. There wouldn't have been enough on just the Venture because there's, it's just for the food, but there's a big barrel of it on the charter. So you're able to make a circle of salt around yourself. That will give you a +2, and your silver bracelet, which you did recover from the temple after they took it, is going to give you another +1. Make your mental saving throw to retain control of yourself.
So my mental is 11.
Okay.
So
So your roll is going to get a +3. Just beat 11 or higher.
Did we figure out if the long amber moment did not help, right? Like, because even if he did change while in it, once we release him, no matter how long later, it
Then
would
he
still.
would just change that. Yeah.
Oh, and also before I make this roll, I think I don't know if I discussed this with you yet, but did we ever come to a consensus about multiple full moons and streaks? Do the full moons get stronger, or is it just?
I don't remember you ever suggesting that.
I suggest that after the last attempt.
No, I have not made any changes to the rules yet.
Okay. All right, so I got +3 to this roll.
Yeah.
I'm holding all of your hands kind of like in a triangle and just say, don't let this be the end of our service.
Whew. Got 12. So 12 plus 3, 15. So I meet my mental.
Okay. Now we got these two fucked up weirdos.
Yeah. I leave Egg on the other ship.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Didn't Egg get bitten too?
Well, if I did, yeah, he didn't.
He did
Oh,
not
that's
get
right, that's right.
infected, Yeah.
But yeah, if I'm not gonna cast any long amber, whatever's I don't need.
Buffed out
So
fox.
you
your t-shirt.
can do the
Let
salt.
this not be the end of our
The
service.
silver will not
That's what I'm
help
trying to do.
unless it surrounds a part of your body like the bracelet does.
Is that or
Okay.
by my will?
How many? I have 78 silver pieces specifically. How many of those would it require to put it like on a rope or a string or something? And
I am actually going to say I'll need you to roll a magic check to see if you even know this information.
oh, I thought this whole. Okay,
Yeah. Eddie's figured it out through trial and error.
got it. So he doesn't know that it has to surround something.
Yeah.
Quite fun. 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, you're good. You see his bracelet, and probably what your thought process is better safe than sorry.
Just mimic it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how much silver would it cost? Like if.
You can probably get around your own wrist with 3 silver,
Okay.
and a human's wrist with 5.
I am holding
great.
the pendant. Is that silver by any chance?
His pendant?
Yeah, because he gave it to me to protect.
I don't know, but it still wouldn't count because the necklace part isn't silver.
Yeah.
The silver has to be surrounded.
I made your
part of
bracelet.
body.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
So luck save from you. You get a +3.
Oh, it's a 220.
This is for the salt, right?
Yeah, 2 for the salt, 1 for the silver. Actually, let's do that. Just a flat luck save. What you just rolled.
Yeah.
Did you pass it?
If I get +3, I did.
No.
No, that's what I said. Flat. So what that means is there's not enough salt for you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So the second roll will be the one to see if you're.
Oh man, I got so nervous.
Sorry, I'm sorry about that. I was going to say that earlier and I forgot.
I'm sorry. So I'm doing a what am I doing?
You just did a luck check to
Yes.
see if there was enough salt for you. There isn't. So
Okay.
you're doing now your luck check to see if you're going to turn into a werewolf.
It's a
and
luck
then
check.
With a
to that.
+1.
+1 from the bracelet, but no salt for you.
Okay.
Oh man, I think a werewolf halfling would be so cute.
It's just a tiny little.
15
You'd
on
be like a
dice.
husky.
You're good. Renly does not become a werewolf.
Wait.
Thank God, because that
Wait.
would be hard.
Wait.
Yeah.
Dang it!
There's
So-
so many waits, guys. I really just need Eric to do his luck
Wait,
check.
wait. But I'm reading Passing the Curse, and it says they have. Don't they have to make a physical and mental save?
Only if they fail the luck check.
But that's
It says if they pass the luck save, nothing further happens.
But wasn't them just getting bitten, them failing that luck check?
Hold on. If you deal damage to someone with a bite attack and the target survives,
They
that
must
target
make
must
a
make
luck
a luck
save,
save
yeah.
immediately. If they pass a luck, oh, you're right. I was reading what happened then as though it's on the
And
front.
if
If they fail the luck save, which you both did, they must make both a physical and mental saving throw
Yeah.
on the night of the next full moon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have to make a
if
physical.
either of them fail, you're right.
Yeah.
So
We have to pass both.
yeah, we were doing it wrong. So you passed one just now.
Okay, great.
Roll
Let's
another
do
one.
that's the physical.
Yeah,
So-
and you
so-
are still getting the +1.
So they have to make a physical and a mental save.
yeah.
Holy
So he passed
cow.
the physical. Now make the mental.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool thingy.
You failed the luck. So basically, if you fail, you have 3 checks, and if you fail any of them,
Why is fucking evasion? Or whatever.
So you gotta make a mental
15
save.
again.
Whoa!
Now it's
Woohoo!
Okay, so this luck check is for the salt.
Well, no, there was already not enough salt for him, so there's definitely none for you.
If I can't.
You will get a +1 because he gave up some coins for your bracelet.
Okay, so
This
this
will be
is
your physical save.
my physical save.
Yeah.
Physical first, and then mental.
Physical then mental, yeah.
Don't worry, it's 11. Just be 11.
No, that's a 5. So that's
Wow.
a fail.
So,
It passes.
What
You are
about
now a
strength or
werewolf.
con?
Can I
but you need to roll
spend
the-
coins?
That's up. I'm gonna say no.
Don't put this curse on me.
Yeah, I think it'll be a cool development.
It would have been cooler if Renly was a werewolf.
I already got my own shit going on. I don't need yours on top of that.
I think it would be a nice bonding between us.
Wait, does that mean I'm permanently no longer a werewolf?
Yeah, you're cured.
He just wants
Oh,
to be
you
the
shook it
alpha
off.
werewolf.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
How
gonna
many coins do I need to spend?
Okay, so in order to bump a 5 to an 11, let's. I can't do this math in my head right now. But let me have the cut.
Okay.
So, let's get the.
It's exponential, so a lot.
Yeah, it's exponential.
Fuck.
Exactly.
It's
I
going
don't
to be
think
well
that's
over 16.
I don't think that's enough coins.
It's 32. I
Let's
think.
get some coins on the table here.
I'm sorry, you might just be a werewolf.
You literally might not have enough.
I
Here's all the coins you have.
We have not been spending
So
any of these
you
coins.
rolled a 5. That's a 6. That's a 7.
It's not gonna be that nice.
That's an 8. So then 8 of these will be a 9. Yeah, you cannot afford it. You
Yeah,
can get to a
can't.
9.
Can't afford it.
Don't you have a reroll skill?
No.
No reroll skill?
I have a
So what I
reroll
need from you now.
on negotiations and diplomacy checks, and I'm guessing this is a failure to convince the GM. So can I reroll a 1?
Here is what you must do, sir.
Damn.
You have failed your physical saving throw.
Yep.
Which means you are now 100% a werewolf. So you must now do.
I got
this-
lying faces, so
You must now do a mental save, but not the one to see if you're a werewolf. The one to see if you lose control. The same one Eddie did. The mental save
so mad at you.
with your +1.
Eddie should have given you his salt.
Son of a bitch. That's a 3.
I'm so glad you're on the charter.
So what happened? A full-on Eric Farrell moment.
Sally, are you on the charter?
No way. Are you kidding
So
me?
Renly?
Oh, he's gonna destroy all the
Renly
zombies.
is fine.
I'm like
Eddie?
sweating, like, oh god.
Well, I'm
I
guessing.
think I got through it.
I'm guessing my zombies are gone.
Well, they're there if you told them to stay. You only sent Jimmy and or Johnny and Billy back.
But if I'm losing control, I don't have control of those spells anymore because it's affecting me.
But you also didn't dismiss the spell. So
then never mind.
They're still there.
Never mind.
Eddie, you are on the charter. You have not changed, but if you are exposed to moonlight at any time tonight, if you see it or if it touches your skin in any way, you will instantly change.
So we'll see if he comes and finds me.
You're feral.
Well, we're sitting in a triangle, right?
Yeah, we're sitting in a triangle.
You guys were all in a triangle together?
Yeah, that's what I
thought
said.
you were fucking with me on that.
I don't
You guys weren't in separate rooms?
No, this was not established, and I said we're in a triangle, and I have been holding your hands.
It never crossed my mind that you guys were not in separate rooms.
Mine too.
I thought you were joking.
Would you have let that happen?
Yeah, I would have definitely been in my own room.
Yeah, no, I think I would have been.
Yeah.
I would have definitely been deep in.
Yeah,
inside
in
the
the
ship.
hole, and the hold had a couple of rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have been where, fine, I guess.
Nonetheless, there's
where-
nobody on this ship with you except these two.
Yeah.
And the zombies. And we're going to find out what happens with that next week.
Son of a gun.
So
Oh my gosh, if you knew how much other shit is in you besides lycanthropy, come back on
and
Monday for Neon
necromancy.
Skies with Wylock. We'll see you then.
God.
Wow.
Good night.
Good night.